Guys, we're gonna goof around for a little bit, and then we're gonna get into the real shit. But for those of you that are joining in, welcome to Snodacast, and this is our usual talk around segment.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Fuck. Oh, that's why I told him to hop out early. That's why. I just realized I didn't bring my charger.
How much battery does this drain on you, by the way?
Let's see. Every hour we do it, about like 10%. So my batteries are 69 right now, so it should drain it out by the time you guys will be done, by like 40%, 50% at most.
Okay. Well, if you need to dip, you need to dip. That's fine.
Yeah. It's mostly because my phone is a Samsung Galaxy, and plus I don't know, it might just be my battery. So, yeah.
Mine's a Galaxy as well. What Galaxy do you have?
I think the A12, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that has a pretty bad battery life.
Yeah, I would need to. I have to go get a new phone anyways because my phone is tripping the shit out sometimes. Like, this whole screen will glitch all the way through sometimes.
Right.
So I was on TikTok the other day, right? And all the videos were nothing but in green. The phone wasn't cracked or anything like that. All the videos were in green. I just gotta get a whole new fucking phone.
All right. We are live, just to let you guys know. So, in case somebody, not going to mention any names, Joe. In case anybody decides to talk about some random benign bullshit that we shouldn't be talking about.
What's wrong with random and
basically
benign?
my whole life.
Also, hey, Lewis.
What's up?
Hey, so you did you ever figure out the admin situation or no? You did? Okay. So
Yeah,
you're able to do admin and stuff, like you're able to check out chat and everything.
I did this morning.
Cool. I just wanted to double check. Okay, that's great. I just wanted
trying to get
Loki
or Loke to join. So.
Oh yeah. Wasn't our friend wasn't Leon supposed to join?
He's having some tech issues right now.
That's right.
Oh shit, Shadow was supposed to join actually.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. I know Shadow was supposed to join too.
I sent him the list or whatever.
Ow.
What's up? Want me to fill this up with water? Huh?
She texted me stupid.
Smack the shit out of him. Do it. Don't share him. Fucking smack the shit out of that kid, bro. You fucking be yelling at you like that.
I should be getting sometime this next weekend that
Diamond is 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I've been looking at.
What is going on in your life that you gotta be drinking that early? It's 1 in the afternoon.
There's reasons to drink this early. There's plenty of reasons to drink this early. I can think of 5 right now.
I'm just saying, who needs to be drinking at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, bro?
I'm saying, Lewis, you are not alone.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, man.
You fucking
it's actually 2 o'clock over here. Yeah.
It's what time over there, Joe?
It might just to let the viewers know, we might be changing. This might be the last 1 o'clock live that we're going to be doing. Most likely, we'll be changing to 6 o'clock ish. Starting next weekend.
Viewers, I am sorry.
Also, someone is in the
fearless
chat.
Leader does not know how to do the timing right.
Okay, it's nice that you're watching with us, Leon. Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you here in a bit. Does Leon have the questions, Lewis?
I think he DM'd them to me as well.
Man, I will fucking fuck the dog.
Lewis DM'd them to everybody, so
Yeah, that's right. Now showing topics.
mimosa time.
We're gonna be talking about Minions: Rise of Gru, even though it came out
you're
last
so
weekend,
lucky.
only because of the amount of shit that has been going on with it. So,
All right, so explain to me what's going on with the goddamn thing, so I know.
okay, so Minions. Here's what's going on with it, and I mean, this essentially negates the fact of talking about it with now showing. But basically, what's going on is we have people embracing the meme, saying this is going to be like the cinematic. This is going to be the cinematic event of the year, right? So people are embracing the meme and either wearing a Minions costume or a suit and tie to go see this movie. And apparently, some people were taking it an extra step further. Some people were taking an extra step further and throwing bananas at the screen, as well as going super nuts for like the most benign thing in the movie. Like so much so that they're disturbing other theaters. So there's been like countless people getting thrown out. They've ruined theater screens. Like it's getting so bad that they're starting to cut back on the amount of show times that they have with this movie,
That's
just so
hilarious.
theaters can save their screens.
I did not know that.
It's funny, but it's also like, don't be messing with the fucking theater.
Don't be a
people.
dipshit.
I did not know
They
that.
already
I
have
knew
a hard
that.
enough life as
I knew
is.
that they were doing shit in Universal. Like people were basically dressing up and going to the Universal cast, and like basically
Right.
harassing, not like really harassing them, but kind of like harassing them, like the minions and stuff, and like saying banana and only doing lingo and whatnot.
Right.
I heard the same
Well,
thing.
And yeah,
I
you know
heard
what's
that
funny is
they're
actually
doing
the Minions
different
were
videos.
originally supposed to.
Well,
Did you know that the Minions were actually originally supposed to? They were supposed to speak English, and then one of the guys who created them, he said, "Hey, why don't we just have them speak gibberish?" And they called it Minionese. So like they have an idea of how they're supposed to talk. I know. I saw Leon. I literally saw Leon. He's like, "Wow." But yeah, so they have an idea of what you're essentially vaguely supposed to say, but you just make it gibberish with the occasional word. You know, like a
you guys,
bottom. You know, like that kind of thing.
you guys live can see me dying
So.
in the heat and walking up hills and stairs today. Congratulations.
Welcome to South Texas.
Well, keep that to yourself and die quietly, please.
Fuck you. I'll die loud as I can on this damn thing.
I basically just was like,
Oh,
welcome to South Texas
Oh.
weather, my friend.
oh shit.
What's up?
I feel bad for wanting to jump
What?
in the pictures. It's because I see her. There's a sharp fucking muskrat. Now someone's getting married here at the Japanese Tea Garden in San Antonio,
Oh, that's
Ah,
cool.
yes.
and I was
That's
like,
a lot.
"Hey, I'm gonna jump in front and jump and take the pictures and shit, and be a dick about it." But now I feel bad, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the good. That's probably a good thing.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, see you around, buddy.
Ask if
Yeah.
I think Seth is on. Ask Seth if he wants to join.
I like where he's not gonna like him and I are gonna both respectively derail the podcast. I mean, what?
Sure, Joe.
I meant that as a joke.
You derail the podcast, I kill you. He derails the podcast, I laugh. There is a unfair difference here.
And
Yeah, I
so,
was about to throw up that Scarlet Witch.
so Anara said that she's not going to be able to do it, right? I'm assuming.
Because she's got some last minute work stuff, so yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was kind of more like she didn't memorize anything, but
I mean, it doesn't matter. We all have the thing.
I mean, I just say just believe in yourself and be like a unicorn and wing it.
By the way, with the first topic, the Trigon thing, I have no clue what it is. I'm still normie when it comes to anime.
That was a
for the most part.
Gallows thing, and I thought he was gonna stay in, and then he left. Would have been
Stay
like,
in.
I can't. Yeah, so it's a whole joke
Yeah.
thing now.
Yeah.
Because
Joe,
only
do you
people.
know anything about Trigon?
He knows that it's an anime.
Yeah, it's about as much as I know.
The person who knew the most was the one who dipped out. And that's why I was asking him. I was like,
Yo,
that's why when we were
how it
doing the
be.
confirmations and stuff, I was like, all right.
Look, I
I
was
was
so
like, how-
tired the other night. I couldn't really say much.
I was like, how many of us know about this? I
I
don't
wasn't
know
even
about
there,
this.
so
So
I watched Trigun before.
I don't know.
I'll kind of give a brief description since we talked about it yesterday. So it's a good thing I told him to tell me what it was. So
Yeah, do you guys want to change it? Do
Like,
guys
if you
wanna
like the Old
change it at
West,
all? I mean, there's another thing that we can bring up.
Rest in peace, Red Dead Online.
There's a
What?
trailer that we could watch real quick. I've already seen it, but yeah.
what?
Well, it's called Amsterdam. It looks interesting. It's got Christian Bale, John Davis Washington, and yeah, got a whole bunch of people.
Oh, good.
Alright, that music's starting to irritate me. We're gonna shuffle that real quick.
That's no sound.
We'll see if Locke joins. Oh, someone joined. I think I heard a noise.
Oh, someone came in. Yeah, someone's wanting to come in. Sorry, my connection is kind of so. I heard somebody wanted to come in. I can't see him yet. No, that's not good.
Yeah, no, I heard.
Can you
that
let
too.
someone in?
I'm checking to see if
Yeah.
it's not appearing. So
It's not Leon. I think he's still in the chat.
it's probably Locke.
I don't think it's Gallows. Maybe. That's actually. Oh. I think it was you.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Hey, look how white my fucking teeth are. Hell yeah. I love that. Anyways, sorry. I
Better than mine.
notoriously known for having bad teeth, so
Mm-hmm.
at least on
Huh.
this camera they look white. So that's
Shit.
nice. Yeah. So
I would love to get
no
my
word
teeth
from
fixed.
Seth as of yet. Joe.
Oh, Leon
Look at
said
the
it might
bottom.
be him.
It might be him.
Yeah.
Are you attempting to join, buddy? Is that what it is? Because I mean, if you can, that's great. If not, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. All right, well, I've shamelessly promoted to all the channels I can. So
Amanda talked to us yesterday. It was hilarious. Miranda. I mean,
yeah.
fuck.
Oh, really? She popped in?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know who you meant. She popped in.
Yep. And said some shit, and then was about to leave. I'm like, oh, wait. And then she's like, tell me the list. She's like, I'm not coming. She looked at the list and said no.
Like, what was so bad on the list?
She's like, nothing. There's
Okay,
nothing
so-
to talk about.
Seth is live on, or he was. Okay. So, Seth was live, or he was online.
and then now he's off. Now
Yeah.
this man's appearing offline.
I just looked and saw who was on, and he was like,
Nah. Well, and here's the thing: is I haven't even got a hold of Shadow. Shadow's not even live.
I don't think I've seen him in a VC for a long time.
Let's see.
He's had some shit he had to deal with personally.
Yeah,
so
I've been noticing like
I just
something like
messaged him and
guys or
asked.
something. Discords. Yeah.
I told Locke in like if
I asked Faye if
He
her and
didn't-
Teddy would like to join.
He ain't been here in like forever.
I talked to Locke yesterday, and I told him, hey, if you're able to make it, great. You don't have to stay for too long. So if you have stuff to do, so he's like, yeah, I'll try to see if I can join. Is what he said. So he might pop in.
Right. Okay. Sounds good.
Not gonna lie, I've been really exhausted.
I'm gonna go check on the status of my videos.
Honestly, thought I'd have plenty to do over this damn summer, but nope.
Oh,
Oh.
hold on.
I heard somebody.
Hold on.
It's probably Leon again.
Yeah, he said he's trying.
He's trying to
join
now join, so yeah.
There he is.
The hell?
How's your tech issues?
Hey, there he is. Also,
You're in a weird
Lewis, you fix your mic.
robo place crap thing going on.
That was Lewis. He needs a new headset like desperately. So
It's on its deathbed.
hey, Leon.
Don't trust Lewis. He might be part of the Borg collective.
I plugged my mic and unplugged it back in. Yeah, he
Sure.
is
Yeah,
having
let's
tech
go with
issues
that.
because right now he's frozen.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm not even getting audio from him, so
He's probably fixing his mic settings.
probably yeah. Don't be surprised, Leon, if you have to leave and join back in. All right, you guys ready to get this shit on the road? I don't think anybody else is gonna be joining, so
But not.
well, I'll give Leon another couple minutes to get his mics fixed.
Hold on, there's someone at the doorbell.
Oh boy. Darn. I could have gone to this,
Ugh.
but no. I'm working, unfortunately. Even if I did go, it'd have to be. I'd have to drive and 9 o'clock traffic minimum, and just no. I didn't get home till almost 10 o'clock, so not even worth it. It's just not worth it. No. It's a cool ticket though. Leon, did you ever get your mics fixed? Oh yeah, his internet connection is even worse than mine right now. So.
Oh.
Yeah, there he goes.
Was someone trying to sell stuff as usual?
He. Well, there you go. He. I don't think he's gonna be able to make it. Unfortunately, his internet connection's really hitting this right now.
Bad right now, damn.
I mean, it's worse than mine. His connection is bad. Yeah, mine's pretty bad too.
You're on a
I'm
3
looking
bar
at
right now.
4 instead of, or sorry, 3 instead of the 4 bars. I know. The fact that I'm still going as well as I am surprises me.
I'm at a 4 bar.
To be perfectly honest, the fact that the stream's going as well as it's going
You
right
said
now.
Google is being weird.
I know.
Okay. Use what are you using? Is using Google or is because I'm using Chrome.
I'm using Google Chrome,
Yeah.
and it works fine for me. It really is an internet connection.
If you're just using Google in general, use Google Chrome.
I guess everybody's on Comcast today, huh?
It's a Saturday. Everybody's gonna be on during the summer.
Yeah.
There's also a festival going on downtown.
All right, you guys want to go ahead and just you guys want to go ahead and just start?
We can.
Yep. You're good with that? Then why not?
I mean, Leon, are you okay with us doing that?
Let's see.
He is using Google Chrome.
Oh, he's using Google Chrome. Crap. Well, shit.
Yep. All right. If you guys are ready,
I'm ready.
we'll go ahead.
I'm ready, Freddy.
And on that note, I'm going to kill Joe. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Snodacast episode 28. I am your host, BlackShep56, and I am, of course, joined by the one, the only Diamond Assassin, aka Lewis.
What's up?
All right, and of course, I'm also joined by whatever the fuck this thing to my right is. Oh wait, Joe. Sorry.
I'm pretty much his mad science experiment gone wrong.
What do you mean I'm in your right? What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Shut up. Shut up, Lewis. I saw that. You fucking asshole. Anyways. All right. Well, this can't be any episode of the podcast without asking the age-old question of, how was your week? Let's go into weekly updates. So, Diamond, I gotta ask, how's your week, buddy?
Dude, I've been working with my dad in the fucking heat, and oh my god. Fuck the heat. Fuck the summer heat. That's all I gotta say.
Well, here's what I'm gonna tell you. You're down by sea level. It's gonna be fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
Science, Lewis,
Don't get me wrong,
0,
it's not bad
science
up here.
1, basically.
So,
Yeah.
your boy doesn't have to get spray tan or going to a tan salon. Your boy's already tan as it is and probably getting more darker.
He's gonna get those cancer rays from the source.
Other than that, I'm just pretty much counting down. Pretty much next week. Next Friday will be the first day of Kamapalooza, so I'm excited to fucking waste all my money.
Hey, have fun with it, buddy. I forgot that is next Friday. I am. Damn.
Time's flying by, my guy.
It is, yeah. It's take
have
plenty of
one
pictures,
more-
my guy.
One more month of summer.
Jesus. Well, knowing Texas, that means we have another 3. But anyways, Joe, I gotta ask, how's your week, buddy?
Really rough. I mean, I've been kind of just away from my house, pretty much. Like I went to see Home Free, but then like we only got one day of rest, and that was at Shipshawana, which if you've been watching my TikToks, you know. And I went to the town called Santa Claus, Indiana, which is like way past Indianapolis, and I got to be with one of my aunts in town. It was in town there, and 4th of July fireworks, good stuff. But then I was just already tired, wanted to come back home, and been home. But then like yesterday, like I pretty much got roped along into having to help my mom having to help my sister find a dentist that would take Medicaid, because she went to get a root canal done, and the dumbass that was working on her teeth hit the wrong tooth first. And we like went out to Marion, which is like an hour away from Fort Wayne, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, we could put you in, but don't expect to come back to us till fucking November."
Yikes.
Yeah,
Ministry works, man.
I was like, "Oh, I guess it's like if you're on better insurance, I mean, less of a hassle. Otherwise, it's like get fucked by the government." But that's not what I'm here to talk about.
Kind of how it is. No, we're not that. That is a whole debate that we're never going to get into.
I'm back here, and I just went to the Free Rivers Festival, which is like a festival that the city puts on every year. That's sponsored by a big old bank company up here called Free Rivers, and got to have a little bit of junk food. And then there was like on the other end where the festival was, there was like a place called the Emporium with some tents selling goods, services, and there was one guy that was selling some really nice looking $100-something so like dice towers and all that. Of course,
hey Leon, how's it going, buddy?
Of course, I was like, he had a cup full of dice that were each of like a set of dice. That was like $5. So I was like,
There was one
okay,
guy
that was selling some really nice looking $100-something so like,
Talk again?
I'm hearing an echo.
Hello. Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah.
Hey, Leon, we're we can hear you. Yeah. So we're if you could turn off your audio on your phone, we can hear that.
Okay. I'm having.
He might be a little bit delayed, but that's fine. You don't need to have your cam if it's shitting the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the cam is gonna cut out your internet connection, you don't have to have it. Okay. It's all good, man. We understand the negligence that is potato internet. But, Joe, I'm so sorry you're interrupting you.
That's all right. I was just gonna say.
You're saying some dice?
Yep, there was a guy that was selling some dice towers, some nice looking journals, and dry erase boards, some kind of stuff you could use for D&D in person. Make things a little easier, and ended up just buying like a thing of dice that looked like diamonds with some gold numbers. I was like, fuck it, there's D&D dice, I gotta have some. And then I bought a cup that apparently is way better than a Yeti that has a custom design of Rick and Morty on it.
Mm-hmm. It's engraved.
From another guy. Kind of like a custom design that's put on like a tumbler cup.
Mm-hmm.
It was like between Rick and Morty and Nightmare Before Christmas one, or one of the many Jokers from Batman, the Mythos.
All right. Well, Leon, assuming that you can hear us, how's your week, buddy?
Says get swifty. But basically, like, I don't know, the whole summer lately has just been kind of rough because I'm just running out of things to do, and there's things I want to.
I get it, buddy.
There's things I want to do and get settled, but you know, being the summer and everyone's gonna be in town, and
yeah,
I'm still alive on the outside. That is.
Wow. Self-deprecation jokes aside, Leon, how was your week, buddy? Leon, you
I
still
think
with
we're
us?
losing. Yeah, I think we're losing him again. Probably.
I mean, he's down to 1 bar, so I'm not
He is
entirely
down to 1
surprised.
bar.
Yeah.
I hate this Quake 2 mod I've been playing.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll eventually get back to him. My week's been okay. I'm actually going to start a new job
good.
tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. There you go, Leon. We can hear you.
I
You're
think
good?
he's having a delay.
Probably. Yeah.
Ugh.
No, just keep going, Christian.
Okay. But yeah, I started a new job as of Monday, and that will ultimately affect the timing yet again. Unfortunately, we will be going to a 6 o'clock time at the earliest. I still haven't really figured it out just yet. I'm thinking 6:30 maybe. I'm honestly considering 6:30 because that way we could start it around 7ish, get it going. But anyways, that's besides the point. Basically, I'm guaranteed 2 days off a week. Mondays and Tuesdays are usually my days that I'm supposed to be guaranteed off. That can always change. And yeah, I'm getting full hours and everything else like that. So I'm, yeah.
Yeah, he's still got
And just I'll pause and I'll hear yeah, exactly.
From the
Oh
abyss.
man.
From the abyss. Oh god.
Jesus. All right, but.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Anyways, that being said, obviously, I'm gonna be quitting Chili's. It won't work out, and Sunday is actually my last day over there. I'll do orientation and my first shift on Monday, even though I theoretically could take it off. I could just
Where are
be
you
done with it by
working now?
lunch. Goodwill.
Management was real bad at
I'm gonna
Chili's,
be working
wasn't
at
it?
Goodwill.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I've been
You know,
wanting to.
That actually does give you a
working at Goodwill.
chance to go through all the clothes and start fucking cosplaying some shit. Finding some good shit for cosplaying.
I've actually had a lot of
Unfortunately, I'm
work.
not working at a retail area. I am working at what they call campus, which is I know, yeah, but it's not bad. I mean, I'm gonna basically be unloading and loading docks, so I'm a dock handler, is what it is, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. It shouldn't be too terribly crazy. Now, don't get me wrong. I could theoretically sniff through some stuff, but I doubt very seriously I'd be like, hey, this has no purposeful use other than what I can do with it. Can I take it? They'll probably say no. But that obviously means that I could probably get like a disc. I don't even know if they do employee discounts. I mean, everything's already at a discounted price anyways. So yeah, no, it's not that I couldn't. I'd have to
You would
sniff
just have to
around and
pay.
everything.
You'd probably
Yeah, I'll
have
have
to
to
pay.
pay. And I'll have to sniff around and stuff. But
I
obviously,
mean-
yeah, it should help out with cosplays and stuff.
I
for
mean,
sure.
might as well take advantage of the opportunity.
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I would definitely take advantage of it. I already took advantage of Goodwill because I like getting. Every now and then you can find some decent like old toys that like Nerf guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Every now and then you can find
that's
some
the thing.
decent Nerf guns and get those like painted and everything, and they make great cosplay weapons. So it's not that I couldn't do that. I actually have thought about getting into prop making for a little while, but
Do it.
we'll see.
You should do it. You should try to test it out and see how it goes.
Oh
and
no, I could do it. It's
and
not
then
that I
that could-
can't.
And then that could be your fucking side hustle, my guy. You could be making
No,
money. out
I
of it.
completely agree. It's just I would have to find
Make the
time
shit
around
rain.
it on top
Yeah,
of this.
You would have to
So
find time around, and then you would have to have your own place to have your garage set up too, for the tools and everything that you're gonna
well,
need.
I would have to have a garage first off. It's not that I couldn't do it in an apartment. I could just have like a little corner. But the biggest thing is, yeah, obviously I have to, or like if they have a balcony, I'll be able to do it on that. Usually they don't care about balconies, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm having to look around to see what I can do. I know that I am going to be moving out soon, so hopefully if I can get a roommate, that'd be great. If not, I'll figure something
Yeah,
out.
that's what I've been hearing. That everybody's like just saying, like, honestly, if you're gonna move out now, there's no point of you moving by yourself. You gotta have a.
You gotta have a roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
At
way.
least a roommate. Yeah. But yeah. All right. On to now showing. We actually did have a now showing this week. So
Well,
all right, for this week we have Thor: Love and Thunder, as well as The Minions: Rise of Gru. Primarily, we are going to be talking about Thor: Love and Thunder, but I do want to bring up Minions: Rise of Gru because we did already bring up what has been happening. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on what's been going on because the whole banana throwing and
banana!
suits, the new costumes, yeah, exactly, ruining theaters and everything else like that. What is y'all's thoughts on that? I think it's taking the meme too far, but I also think that this movie is doing what Morbius couldn't. It's living up to the meme.
Well, here's
So
the thing.
I think this is going to be better.
I think from me watching the movie when it came out, I think it's actually a pretty well done movie. I don't think it'll probably be the worst movie that's come out this summer. I think it successfully delivered on the movie itself. On a side note, with the whole people like taking over the whole minion thing over it that much, I think that's a little bit too extreme. But from talking about the movie standpoint, I think I highly recommend it to any family or any person who wants to go see Despicable Me movie. It did a very good job with the story. Granted, if you overanalyze or can figure out stuff quickly, you kind of figure out right away during like the first few scenes of how this movie's gonna go. So, but at the same time,
there are a few deviations though for the majority of it. I've heard it's like you can think about what's going to happen, and then it's going to go like it's going to eventually get there, but there's going to be so many different ADHD stops. It's you're going to completely forget about it by the time it gets there. But
yeah, no, like for me, I kind of figured where it was heading, and I was like, oh, they're going that route, okay. But the whole banana thing, I only heard from like about that from y'all guys. Like I didn't even know. I knew that before this movie was coming out. I saw a bunch of TikTok videos of people going to Universal and basically a group of guys like pretending to be minions and talking to the Universal staff as minions and telling them. There was a funny clip of this Universal staff member saying, "You guys, we're gonna have to like, we're gonna kick you out, but not really kick you out." But they're like, it's basically like playing along with them being the minions, and they're like giving them bananas, actual physical bananas, and it's fucking hilarious. And then calling them boss, and then start like doing the whole praise me in public. So it was, it's actually pretty hilarious, but.
Okay. That's harmless fun. I actually like that one, but like the whole throwing the bananas thing. That's,
everybody else.
I did not know that they were throwing the bananas before this, but I saw that video and I was like, yeah, that's awesome. That at least some of the Universal cast members are playing along with people who are just like kind of like dressing up as somewhat the minions and like giving them bananas and like acting like the minions and whatnot. That's fun, but like,
yeah,
throwing bananas in a stage and being rowdy and stuff, that's a big no-no.
If you want to see people do shit like that, go to a Rocky Horror Picture Show thing.
True. Freaking true.
I was about to say let us make a toast, but then somebody's probably gonna throw their toast at the screen.
On to Thor: Love and Thunder. I've been hearing mixed reactions about this, even though it's been getting a pretty decent critical and audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. What I've been hearing is basically
forced. I heard someone got forced to do a role that they didn't want to do. They got forced to do the movie.
Who? Christian Bale?
No, not Christian Bale. Someone was telling me that one of the actors was forced to do the movie even though they didn't want to do it, but I can't remember who. Because when I brought up Love and Thunder, I was like, I'm gonna go watch it, and someone was like, oh yeah, by the way, this actor is technically being forced to do it even though they didn't want to do it. I'm like, that doesn't seem right, but okay.
I haven't heard anything about that, but I have been hearing a lot of like tonal confliction Like I heard this movie is funny, but it's funny to a fault. Like it tries so hard to be so funny that it loses its purpose, kind of thing. So it doesn't balance it as well as, let's say, the first first Taika Waititi Thor movie, which was Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok, in my opinion, was funny, but it also
movie was
knew when
phenomenal.
to shut the fuck up and let the emotions play. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the best movie, but it's definitely what saved the Thor franchise.
I mean, it's
this
one of my
I
favorite
heard,
Thor
is
movies.
trying to essentially be. Well, yeah. So I would say this one is trying way too hard to be as funny, if not
Cringe.
funnier than the first one, and that's a problem.
And cringe.
Because not that this movie isn't funny. I don't know about cringe, Joe, but not to say that this movie. I haven't been hearing anybody say this movie isn't funny, but it's. Joe, you say cringe one more time, I'm kicking you out of this. Okay. Anyways, anyways. So I have been hearing that this so not technical spoiler when it comes to how they're portraying Jane Foster in this. She does have cancer in this movie. I'm actually surprised they have the balls to give her cancer. But the problem is like at first it's treated pretty seriously, and then it becomes a joke.
That's not
There's
good.
like a weird thing. No, it's not. So like, not like they overtly make fun of it, but it eventually it turns into a joke. Like the next scene is a joke, basically. And it. I don't know, man. You gotta let some of that. When something like cancer, you gotta let that marinate. And also, like she still acts like Jane Foster, which fine, but she doesn't act like depressed, sad, or well, she doesn't act depressed. She doesn't act angry. She doesn't act like someone that really knows that they have cancer. She doesn't act like anybody that knows that, but yet, she has cancer. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know why you're doing that. There's also, they have officially pushed Thor into being a giant fucking idiot, is what I've been told. Like, he is a buffoon now. Like, he's not as smart as he used to be. Like, I mean, like, I've been told, not really a spoiler, but it was like, there's a point where he's going after somebody, and this is like early on in the movie. So he's working on defeating his enemies, but yet he causes a shit ton of collateral damage. Where it's like, that was kind of the whole point of the first Thor movie. That was his whole arc. It's like, hey, collateral damage be damned. I'm going to try to do little of it as possible. Now he's just like, well, I'm going to go get that guy regardless of what's happening. It's like, really? You've essentially backtracked him so much. Also, this is like the third or fourth time he's had to find out who he really is, kind of thing. That's another thing. I'm like,
next time, man, I just give him amnesia, right?
Yeah. I'm not shitting on this movie. Well, I'm not shitting on the movie. Some people
I think we're just in a MCU drought.
I haven't even seen it.
I think we're just at an MCU
We are,
drought.
and like they're all starting to become the same. I haven't even touched Miss Marvel. I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't even touched Miss
There was one point. There was one point where I wanted to, and then I just got put off.
Yeah,
because I
really don't care about it.
I was like, there's no point in me watching this show.
No.
First episode's not bad. Second one's okay, but
yeah.
Third, fourth,
I heard it starts off decent, pretty bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're probably gonna see a change.
I've been knowing some people have been giving Love and Thunder like 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
We're soon gonna see a change of movies.
Well,
not
yeah,
just from
because
Marvel.
it's just it's dumb fun.
There's a
I actually have something for a rather quick Snodacast about Phase 4, but well, actually, not fuck it. I'll just say it.
If we get into Snodacast, we will.
Actually, not fuck it. No, I'm saying it.
Okay.
Right now. I'm sorry. A lot of people are like, I think some people, like especially me, for example, like it's like Season 4 has just been kind of nothing but build up of whatever Season 5 is like supposed, or Phase 5 is supposed to bring.
Okay.
It's like it's
I
building
was
up
like,
to
season?
Kang,
What
but
the fuck are we talking about now?
Phase 4, how it's
I think it's building up to King.
yeah,
I think that's going to be like a
It's
couple
just-
phases down the line. I think personally,
it's gonna be.
I think
Dr.
this is
Doom.
building up for Secret Wars because they keep going into the multiverse. They keep going into realms. Well, yeah, obviously we're going to get set up with Doctor Doom and
God
Fantastic
Doom
Fours,
and-
and they can never get a director. And then, but I honestly now here's the thing: if we are going to talk about Doom fan casting, I think John Carlo Esposito is a great choice, or John Carlo. I forget how to say his first name. I know it's John Esposito, basically.
John
the guy who
Carlo.
plays Gus in Breaking Bad. I think he's an excellent choice. John Carl.
Who is the
Yeah, okay,
guy
Carl
who plays the
Anyways,
Doom character from the other movie, from the first movie that came out?
If you ever played Fuck Right Sex,
Sucks.
he's also Anton Castillo.
you're talking about the Ian Griffith and Chris Evans. I was never the first Fantastic Four, but yeah, him. Really, you want him back?
No, I said what? What's his name?
What's his name? I don't know. He was primarily a TV actor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want him back.
If you
He was
have
actually the weakest part of those movies.
if you knew somebody that
amongst
watched
many weak
Once
parts.
Upon a Time, he was the mirror on the. He was the guy who was the mirror.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, either
Now,
way,
I will
was
say this: if we're talking about Fantastic Four casting, David Harbour would be a great bid, Graham. David Harbour as the Thing would be fantastic.
That'd be a way better than Hellboy, right? Sorry, I just
we
You know
don't
what?
talk about
Honestly, I
Hellboy.
think Hellboy gets shit on. He was easily the best part of that movie.
I still love the
Hey,
first
hey,
two
hey,
original
Hellboy
Hellboys.
2019 is
with
actually
Ron
great.
Perlman being.
I still love the first two Hellboys.
Everybody fucking does.
fight me, bitch.
Of course, everybody does. Of course, everybody does. I will fight you, even though I do love those movies. I'm just saying the 2019 one, everybody's like, "Oh, it's dog shit." I'm like, okay, but if you look at it from the standpoint of you try to find what they're going for, because there's quite a few things that they're going for, and I think it works out great. And then on top of that, you also realize studio interference fucked that movie in the ass.
Pretty
Like,
much.
no lube, just straight raw dogged it. And that fucking movie was destroyed by studio
No, that's how you
interference.
really feel.
No, I mean, like, it really was. Like, there was reports of, like, David Harbour storming off set because you had executive producers on set telling him, hey, do this. When the director just said, hey, do this. And he's like, okay, I'm going to do what the director said. And they're like, no. Do this. Or it's your job. We'll kick you off set. It's like, fuck you. No. So, and here's what I'm also going to say. Hellboy 2019 doesn't look terrible. Like, the design of Hellboy. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know. I
He
just
looks more
didn't
monstrous.
care for the movie. That's my thing. I just didn't.
Oh, no, the movies...
There was no point. I was like,
movies, whatever. But yeah. Also, Ian McShane as Professor Bloom was pretty cool.
also, what I was trying to say is that we're at a
Right.
point where movies, I think we're gonna see a shift of movies soon. I don't know what's next. What's the next like renaissance of movies that are gonna come out? But we're heading to that peak again. We're a new wave.
No, I agree. We're starting to hit a plateau. I do agree. We're starting to hit a plateau of everything. And I think superhero movies are about to get out. And that's the other thing. But anyways, on to our first topic. This is going to be a quick one. Trigun Stampede has its official trailer. The movie for the popular anime western. What did you guys think of the trailer?
We haven't
This
seen it,
looks
but what
new.
From Gallows said specifically, it's supposed to be like a Western, like fighter / anime type
Guns.
thing. And like if you like outlaw stuff and like kind of like a little bit of Yellowstone type vibes, it's supposed to be like
Okay.
they're trying to do, I think, a like a reanimation of it supposedly from what Gallows was
okay.
telling me. So it's like it's not going to be live action. That's what I thought he was going for when we talked about it.
Thank God. And Joe.
Right.
But
Joe.
no, like he kind of told me a little bit of the premise of like how I think there's like two brothers or something around those lines. It was like a brother story, and like
Okay.
I don't know. I think I need to go watch
Ash
it.
is a good
I
guy.
heard that there was like 2 movies, I think. So
Okay.
I need to go watch the
All
anime
right.
before I can fully give my opinion.
Right.
I had to
Okay.
start all over.
Yeah.
Was
Alright,
you?
Are you? Do you guys think it will stay true to the series just because it is? I think it's a You said it's a reanimation, basically.
Or it's like pretty well. It's not just reanimate. Oh, I think so because I remember from what Gallows posted on the whole weekly topics. Yeah, it's well not a and I guess so. I don't know. It's very complicated when they have to like doing remakes or doing reamping certain things. So it's like with
You kinda
anime,
have
it's
to-
like it's very complicated. But I think it will.
It's like you gotta have to watch it to kind of get a sense of what the hell's happening.
Lionheart
Okay.
says it's a great show.
I'll be sure to check it out. Okay. Well, if
know
Leon
you
says
can
it's
find
good,
it
then
on
we're
Hulu.
gonna go ahead. Oh yeah, I'd be shocked if you couldn't. But do you guys are you excited for it? Is the biggest question.
I
I mean, from that
haven't.
premise alone, I'm
I-
pretty intrigued.
I haven't seen a Western anime, so I'm very intrigued
Yeah.
on what it's
The
about.
closest I've ever seen to Western anime would have been Cowboy Bebop, but that's about
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I think in a way, almost
I
for
do have
me,
a Cowboy
it means-
Bebop shirt back there.
For me, it must be another one called something called Desert Punk.
Okay.
It's kind of an obscure one.
All right. Well, if you guys are ready. Okay. So, you guys ready to go into our next topic?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our next topic is Taron Egerton has been in talks with the MCU, and he would actually like to join. He's still very interested. He's even talked to good old Kevin Feige himself, the sniper with the hat. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get into that. There's a reason behind that. If you guys know the reason, I appreciate anybody that knows that reason because that's deep right there. Anyways, so he's primarily been fan casted a lot as Wolverine, aka Logan, and I personally think he's not a bad choice for it. However, I think he would be a much better Scott Summers,
Yeah,
like Cyclops.
exactly. That's what I was
I
thinking.
think that would fit him more.
He would have
That
to be
or
Wolvie.
maybe
He would have to
you know
bulk
something.
the hell up.
Well, no, it's not that he couldn't bulk up for Wolvie. I'm
I
not
was saying
that
he would
couldn't
have
do it.
to
I'm
bulk
just
the
thinking
hell
there's
up.
probably somebody. No, I know he would. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that he couldn't fit. I'm just saying I think it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, man. It's just I
Him being
think he
Wolverine,
can do
I don't
it.
see it.
It's not that I can't. I see it. Just I think he can do it, especially because when he was working with Matthew Vaughn on the Kingsman movies, he did say that, hey, I could see him possibly doing it. I mean, Matthew Vaughn also did X-Men First Class, hands down the best live-action X-Men movie we've ever gotten.
Aside from the
You
original
can
Fox
fucking
ones.
fight me on that. Oh, what about Days of Future Past? It's like, no, First Class is better. Fight me.
Yeah, it
Anyways,
was.
and honestly, I think hands down most underrated X-Men movie. You're gonna hate me for this. Last Stand,
Yeah, no, you're right.
the third one.
You're not wrong.
Most underrated. That has some of the best shit. Like, okay, not only did we get another hands down pitch perfect casting with Kelsey Grammer as Beast, like, bro, that is
That was awesome.
mind-bogglingly good. That was it's like the only other person I could see maybe playing Beast would be I'm trying to think because Kelsey Grammer is perfect, but another
I almost said
character
John C.
would
Reilly.
be- or another guy. I think honestly,
I still love Wolverine Origins.
John C. Reilly couldn't pull off the sophisticated.
I mean, he's
I
got the
would
body
say,
build for it,
honestly,
that's what I would say.
He does, but I'm just saying. I think honestly, if we're gonna go for anybody that would be a good live action Beast again, ooh, that's a hard one. I've never really thought about that. I would say Colin Firth. Harry from the Kingsman movies. I mean, he's old, but like I think he would do it. The guy who got you guys know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
I
I know.
I
know
who
haven't
you're
watched
talking about.
Kingsman yet.
I know.
I think he would be a great live action beast. Yeah. And Joe, remember Harry from the Kingsman movies, the one that got shot in the eye?
I haven't watched
That's
any of
Colin
them
He
yet.
hasn't watched any movie, Kingsman movie.
Joe, you have no excuse. You have my Voodoo account. You have no excuse anymore.
I forgot to
You
log
watched
into it.
You like them.
Remember?
The third one isn't on there, like the prequel, but the prequel's on Hulu.
The Kingsman.
It's the same login as my HBO Max, but we'll get into that later. Anyways, do you guys think he should or shouldn't play Wolverine? Why or why not? I personally think he could, but I think Scott Summers would be a better option.
Yeah, better as Scott Summers. Honestly,
I don't know. I think there's a like. Don't get me wrong. I think he can. Like I'm going back from my statement. It's not that I don't think he
Mhm.
can't do it. I think there's someone else more preferred for that role than him.
there is another.
I would honestly say Tom Hardy would be a good choice. Or, hear me out on this, Charlie Hunnam,
Okay, I could see
the
Charlie
lead
Hunnam.
from Pacific Rim. I think
I can
he
see
would be a
it.
good choice. Yeah, Charlie Hunnam would be... Now, if I'm going to cast Charlie Hunnam in a DC movie, he would be a perfect Green Arrow. Charlie Hunnam should play live-action Green Arrow. That'd be great. That'd be perfect casting. But if I'm going for MCU, I do think he would be good as Wolverine.
Probably.
Joe? What do you think?
Uh,
do you think Karen Anderson
Anderson
should or
might-
shouldn't play him?
Edgerton probably could, but he'd have to super bulk the hell up.
Well, it's not that he can't. I mean, we've seen Henry Cavill do that. Actually, Henry Cavill wouldn't be a bad choice, honestly. But everybody's like, oh, Keanu Reeves. No, he would be a much better Silver Surfer.
Probably.
Tell me I'm wrong. Keanu
No.
would be a much better Silver Surfer.
With
I'm
or without
sorry.
his beard.
He'd be perfect as Silver Surfer. Well, he'd have to be without his beard and his hair. But yeah, I think he'd be a great Silver Surfer.
I think so.
All right. So, who do you guys think should, or who do you think is the perfect actor for this role? Like I said, I think Charlie Hunnam or Tom Hardy would be good choices.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think
Yeah,
of
what do you
like
guys
who would be the perfect role. Because there's like I'm trying to think of like not just old actors but also like new upcoming actors that can fit that role, because that role is very hard, especially because of who was there previously for that role.
Yep.
Right.
Check 1 2. Check 1
Hey,
2.
he's
Can you hear
back.
me?
Hey,
Can
you're
you
on
guys?
full
Good,
bars.
we can
Yeah,
hear you.
you're good.
Hey, we can hear
All
you.
right. Okay. I figured out the issue.
So you're just going with Lionheart
The
now?
laptop
instead of Leon
needed
Lionheart?
updates.
You needed updates? Ah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm on my DJ laptop.
Cool.
There we go.
All right. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, there we go.
He's alive.
He is
Barely.
alive. All right, so we are on the
He's
topic. So Leon, we are on the
alive.
topic of Taron Egerton wanting to be in the MCU, and everybody's been casting him as Wolverine. Do you think he's a good fit, or do you think there would be somebody else that'd be a good fit? If you say Hugh Jackman, I'm kicking you out.
I mean,
Good check.
Well,
technically.
Final answer. Good answer. Good answer.
okay. We all agree getting someone for Logan will be the biggest fucking shoe you're gonna fill.
Oh
you
yeah.
have to
Pretty
pick
much.
someone
Right.
very, very, very
Special.
talented,
Very special.
like Hugh Jackman. I can't remember.
Well,
this
if you think
happened
about
a
it, Taron
while
Egerton
back.
is a good choice.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's a few people. I've been listening to you guys while trying to fix this stuff up.
Right.
They do sound like some really good choices. Well, not Keanu. I do agree. He would make a good Silver Surfer, or maybe Human Torch for the
I heard some
Fantastic
people-
Four.
He's a little too old for Human Torch unless you're going to go for like an older Fantastic Four. But I would say honestly, now
Or he
here's the
could
thing.
be
Another character I
He
could see him
be
pull
Mr.
off.
Fantastic. That could be good.
I could see him pull off Mr. Fantastic. That'd be interesting. But I honestly think he would be a decent Johnny Blaze.
Yes.
Yes!
He would be a good
Now-
Johnny
now-
Blaze. I agree.
Let me play the devil's
I
advocate.
agree.
Let me play the devil's advocate. You know who I think would be a much better Johnny Blaze?
Who?
Norman Reedus.
Yes.
I can see
Yes.
it. I can
I've
100%
actually.
see
Okay.
that shit.
Okay. I can't remember where I saw. I think it's all on Facebook. Someone made a poster for Ghost Rider with Norman Reedus as Ghost Rider, and it was phenomenal. It was like half his face was scorched.
Yeah, I saw
You saw
that.
the
Yeah.
skull. Yeah. I think
looked
he
good.
would probably be better. No offense to Keanu fans,
Keanu. Nah.
but
I don't know.
he would be the best fucking Ghost Rider ever.
Yeah, I still think like if there's anybody that Keanu could play, it would be the Silver Surfer. And I
Mhm.
do like your idea of an older Mr. Fantastic. I think that could work.
Or maybe Punisher if they brought Punisher into the MCU.
I still think John Berthenol is coming back. If I'm
Old
not mistaken,
Johnny
I think
Byrne.
they did say he is. So,
Yeah.
and he's honestly hands down some of the best casting I've seen. At least when it comes to like non-official movies, some of the best casting. He's up there with Charlie Cox's Daredevil.
Yeah.
I think on casting level wise, like it's up there with Vince Vaughn and Charlie Cox. Now, I would say honestly, I do think Norman Reedus would be a fantastic Johnny Blaze. I think he's got the look down. Just don't give him the long greasy hair like you did with Daryl. I think you can cut him a little shorter, and he'd probably be okay.
a little shorter, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you'd do good.
yeah. I think honestly, something like this kind of length with my hair, gonna have it a little bit greasier, I guess, because I mean he would be kind of on the run a little bit. I think that could work, but I personally believe. I still think Keanu would be a great Silver Surfer, but I'm trying to think of someone else I think he could pull off.
I don't know. There's so many great actors, but
Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister. I think he could pull off Mr. Sinister.
Okay, I know he's dead, but you know who could have been a good Wolverine?
Think about it.
Humphrey
Okay.
Bogart.
Who?
Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart.
Or Marlon Brando when he was young.
I hate you how much that makes sense. Young Marlon Brando could have been a good Wolverine. But anyways.
yeah, there's a I don't remember. It was
Anyways.
right after an interview with Hugh Jackman about Logan, because right after he said he was talking about Logan, he said he was going to retire and go back to Broadway, which is what he
Right.
did. One of the questions was, who do you think would be a good choice to replace him as Logan? And for the freaking life of me, I can't remember.
Right.
He actually said an actor, and I cannot remember who he said. And I was looking up, trying to find the
I
interview.
think he said
and
an Indian actor like, from Bollywood.
I think so. I don't
Before he
remember.
got
It's
cast.
been a
I think I know who you're
years.
talking about because I remember
Johnny.
that. He was saying like there's this Bollywood star.
Yeah.
They were saying that I think he was saying there's this Bollywood star that he followed, and he said he would be a great choice for Wolverine. And I looked at him, I'm like, yeah, he'd be a good. I mean, it'd be weird. He'd have to change his origin a little bit, but I think it would be, I think it would work. I still think. Okay, hear me
Although
out,
he
hear me
did
out.
say
Even though he might be
do a
retiring from acting.
cameo. He did say he might do a cameo.
Yeah, I think he said he wanted to do a cameo in Deadpool 3.
That or
I think that's what he said he
because-
wanted to do. He wanted to do a cameo in Deadpool 3.
because a big thing he wanted to do is have Hulk versus Wolverine. He really
Oh, that would
won
be
that fight.
amazing.
Oh yeah, that would have
He
been
won
nice.
that fight.
Universal would like give the rights back
Fucking Bruce Banner
back.
versus
I would
Wolverine.
so love to see that.
That would have been
But
awesome.
Universal's just
Yeah.
sitting on the IP.
I would kill to see
rights.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give it a year or two, Joe.
And it
Disney
has-
will
and-
reacquire
And
it.
as
I
long as they
guarantee
keep
it.
him, Mark Ruffalo, to be honest, is my favorite Hulk. Mark Ruffalo is
They
amazing.
need to have another
I would say I like him as Bruce
superhero
Banner.
fight.
I don't like his Dr. Hulk. I
Oh,
don't like him
yeah,
as
I
Professor
thought that was
Hulk.
a little
Professor
weird.
Hulk
Too
is
bad.
kind of a hit and miss for me.
Mm-hmm. I
That's just
understand
me.
that. Yeah.
I don't expect Professor Hulk to be around too much going forward.
Not really. I don't see like.
I think
I
his
don't see
last
him being
appearance is
on
really
too
going to
long.
be She.
She-Hulk.
Yep. And then after that, we need to have our good
No.
old green Savage boy.
Now, I will say this personally, and this is just me. I do think Taron Egerton's a
But here we get Amadeus Cho as the MCU as Hulk. I will fucking end my life.
I think
Give it.
Yeah.
Choose violence.
Charlie Hunnam or Tom Hardy, but I think Tom Hardy's too rapid to really even do anything. And it wouldn't make sense because
It wouldn't
he's
make sense
already
for Tom Hardy
appeared
and
in the
Logan
MCU.
because he's Eddie Brock.
No,
as-
it wouldn't, but that's still some of the better casting. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great Eddie Brock. I like him as Eddie
Yes.
Brock. I think that's a good
Way better
other choice for
than-
him, but I still think
Definitely way
was
better
it?
than bringing Eric Foreman from That 70s Show as Eddie Brock. That was just.
that was
just bad.
What's his name?
Oh, for Grace.
That was just piss poor casting. Yeah, Topher
Yeah,
Grace was
yeah,
just
that
hot shit
was-
at that moment. And the studio was like, hey, why don't you cast Topher Grace? It's like, well, I don't want to do Venom in general, so fuck it, fine.
Would it have just
Like,
been better to
yeah,
use
yeah.
Ashton
Sam Raimi
Kutcher?
said he hates Venom. He does not like the idea of the Venom. He thinks it's one of the weakest characters when it comes to. I mean, granted, you got to remember, you probably stopped reading comics in the 90s. So,
Probably.
fair.
But that's the thing. You can't really have a Spider-Man anything without bringing Venom into it.
Well, look at this Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. It hasn't really brought. I mean, they brought up Venom, but it hasn't really had a Venom yet.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah,
he's
but-
fine.
But even then, it took time for Venom to come into Spider-Man.
And then the
True.
Spider-Verse too is also happening with Carnage, I think, and Venom as
Yeah.
well.
So actually, I
Mhm.
think
I'm thinking
not
probably
mistaken-
in the next trilogy we'll see Venom.
I would love a
Yes.
Venom trilogy, at least
Or
a Venom movie. I
or
think
the
honestly
Lizard.
have a
Well, I'm talking about for
whole-
Tom Holland.
That's what I'm saying.
Tom
I would love a
Holland?
Venom
Yeah, yeah.
trilogy. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm talking
Mhm.
about a villain centered or a Venom centered trilogy for Tom Holland. I think personally, you could do college. You could forget about MJ and Ned for a little bit. Maybe have Ned pop up in the last one as Hobgoblin. I think that's perfect. It's already set up his villain origin story a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. definitely.
So I think personally, you could do him finally, like the Venom symbiote finally finding him, right, and then him getting to it. Because you can also have it start after Secret Wars, because Secret Wars is where he gets the black suit, and that's what they're leading into, especially with incursions and
Yeah,
everything.
I have noticed that with the with the movies I've seen and
Yeah.
the TV
So
shows.
they're leaning towards that where it comes to
Yeah.
incursions and multiverse. So I personally think that we're gonna get a Secret Wars movie. Then I think we're gonna start to get more and more of black suit Spider-Man, because there was a concept art for Tom Holland to have a black suit. Now I would personally like maybe him getting it in the first of his new trilogy. Maybe him getting the symbiote at the
at the end.
end of it. Like I'm pissed that I didn't get enough of it, but I like his like homemade design, so I
Mhm.
like that. But when it comes to everything else, I think personally, has second and third movie involved in them.
I think it goes through
Mhm.
Secret Wars that the comic book Spider-Man did get his black suit.
Yes, that's how he. I just said that like 5 minutes ago after my explanation. But anyways, we got
Sorry,
way
I
off
kinda-
topic. No, you're good.
I just wasn't faking, and I just had the epiphany.
No, you are 100% fine, my friend. All right, on to our next topic. Unless you guys have any more thoughts about Taron Egerton joining in the MCU as Wolverine or any other character. I
I
still
don't know
think Scott
about
Summers is a better
Wolverine,
choice.
but there could probably, if not Wolverine, there's probably definitely a you can play.
There's a
Oh,
bunch
yeah.
of fucking superheroes
Honestly,
that he can play.
Another character, Human Torch. I could see him pull off Human Torch.
Okay. I
Yeah,
would
Human
have to
Torch.
look more into the actor to like see what he can bring in,
Right.
but I don't know.
Well, I'm just going
That's
based off of
hard
like
one to fill.
XZ.
That's definitely one of the hardest ones to fill.
What, the Human
after you
Torch?
check.
Oh,
No,
okay, you're talking about Logan.
Wolverine.
No, I definitely think Scott Summers would be a good choice. Human Torch would be another good choice. I think that's another good one that I think he could pull off,
Mhm.
especially because he's young enough. But when it comes to like, I honestly still think, I don't know who was it? I was about to say I think there's someone that would have been great as Human Torch, and I'm blanking on their name.
Mhm.
I think give Chris Evans another shot. I think he can pull it off.
Just have him like buzz cut or what? Have the same similar haircut to what he had in 2000s.
No, I actually give him the blonde hair, give him the wig and everything, give him like give him the blonde hair, and then let him have another shot. But anyways, on
Just
to
see
our,
him. Just let him see a Kickstra cap, and he'd just be like, "That's not me."
yeah. All right, on to our next topic. So we have our official release date as well as trailers for God of War Ragnarok. It is
Data
coming
Boy
out
2.
November 9th. Electric Boogaloo. Anyways, it is coming out November 9th of this year. So fans rejoice. We are not getting this game delayed as the rumors were stating. So are you guys excited for this game to be coming out within literally 2 months? I'm super pumped. I'm actually currently playing the whole recent one.
If I had a
God of War.
PlayStation, I would.
If I did, I would. Actually, you
If
know
I
what?
had a
It's also on
PlayStation.
PC.
If I only had a PlayStation. Anyways.
It's also on PC, Lewis. So you're actually
Well,
not.
God of War, yes, the God of War 4 is on PlayStation or is on PC as well.
Mhm.
But I
But
don't
also-
think God of
but
War
also-
Ragnarok is going to go on PC.
But also, if I'm gonna start
Probably not for a
God of
while.
War, I'm gonna start from the first games. and
Good
then work my
fucking
way.
luck. It's hard as shit to find right now.
Especially
Like they
with-
have a remaster of God of War 3, but when it comes to like actually playing the first God of
They got the
War and
trilogy.
playing, they
God
don't
of
have the
War
trilogy
1
remade yet.
I
One
think
and
you
two.
could try to find. Like, hear me out. I think you can
They're
find the
hard
PS3
to find.
emulator.
I was lucky enough to find the PS3 God of War collection.
Oh yeah, they did have a PS3
have
collection, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. So that I only have a PS3 right now. I don't have a PS4 yet.
Okay.
But
Well, bro, you
I
need to
did-
catch up. You need to get that PS5, my boy. As I point out in my
Subscribe
background.
to only Snowda.
What?
Subscribe to Christian's only Snowda.
I will fucking murder you, Joe. I hope you realize that. But anyways, no. I don't know if you guys have seen, I have better pictures in the chats, but yes, I do have my PS4 completely changed, so that's good.
I thought I had to sign on waiver if you're gonna murder me.
No. There's gonna
As
be no
big as
waiver.
a
It's just
gamer
gonna be
I
pure
am,
violent
the
rage.
PS4 and the
Oh, yeah,
PS5 and the new
you got
Xbox
life
are just way too
insurance.
expensive for me.
Check out that link that I sent because there was a. I'm not gonna say it out here just in case somebody's like, "Ooh, cool, let me hop on that." There's a $504 free shipping, used but like new, Series X that I have a link for in gaming that I posted in that chat. So that's like only a few bucks above the MSRP.
I'll be right back.
So
Oh wait, no, you should send me that link again. I'm actually kind of tempted.
Joe, it's still in gaming. So
I should end it.
oh shit, I just realized Lewis still has my because he's an admin. He has my photo. So like if I turned off my camera, let's see.
I don't know if I change it, if it'll change yours, so that's why I haven't messed with it.
Just try it, I guess, because it is your account. So maybe I have no idea. All right, but what do you guys? Are you guys excited for this game to be coming out so soon?
Here it is gonna be This is only gonna be like a duology for the
Well,
Norse.
yeah. I mean, they're literally calling it Ragnarok. I think they're gonna end it in this one.
I don't. It would feel like it would be more like a DLC for God of War Ragnarok, not a full blown
What, the
game
ending?
per se, because of the way it's been a while since I watched the playthrough of the God of War Ragnarok.
You mean God of War? Just God
Yeah.
of War. Yeah.
Yeah, God of War
The last
the
one.
God
I
of
get
War
it.
4
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just from remembering a little bit of that, I'll probably rewatch it sometime. This would feel like more of a really long DLC if it's going to be how it is. But as someone who's really liked the God of War series, I'm surprised it's going to be this early, but also worried because it's so early.
Quality, yeah.
To be fair, I think they were saying that they were gearing up to start a campaign for like selling it and everything earlier this year, but because of COVID and everything else like that, they were like, well, we may have to delay it. And that's what the rumors were stating, is that they were going to delay it till next year, just because they didn't know what all was going to be going on. Oh, hey, Gallows is back. Hey, buddy.
With a book.
It's a
He's
minion.
learning.
He is learning. Everybody should be in fear. Gallows is learning.
Yep. I mean, I've been learning too.
So what are your guys' thoughts on the trailer? And you kind of already brought up some concerns whenever it comes to possible quality of it, because it is coming out so early. But you also got to remember, they announced this like 2-3 years back. So I mean, 2 to 3 years is a pretty good time frame to build out a game. So just saying, I mean, it's not like the original Halo that took like 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, Halo was still amazing.
Well, yeah, but they were under such severe time crunch. The fact that they pulled it off was a miracle. But go ahead.
Well, I think of it like this because even though it was announced 2 years ago, think of an example I can think of is Kingdom Hearts 3. That is the best example. That was announced back in 2012.
Yes.
So what are we talking about?
We're talking about the God of War Ragnarok trailer and the release date.
Oh, fuck, bro. I'm fucking excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited for that. I'm really excited. I want
The
to play
Kingdom
it.
Hearts 3, you're talking to a non-Kingdom Hearts fan. Elaborate,
Which one?
please.
Okay, so Kingdom Hearts 3 was originally announced back in like 2012, 2013, around that time. And then we didn't get it until 2019. And it was like the graphics were amazing.
Right.
Storyline was, to me, felt kind of
No
short.
Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah, there wasn't really Final Fantasy characters, which was another huge
I know a lot of them.
disappointment
Anyway.
because of that's how it originally started. It was a blend of Final Fantasy and Disney.
Should I give both pancakes?
And it's a huge complex story. I do recommend, like, if
Oh, you're
not,
so lucky, guys. I fucking
if you
hate it.
can't play the game or you don't really want to, look up like the story behind it. It's actually a really great series. I do recommend playing if you can play it.
Right. All right. Well, are you guys going to be playing the game if you can whenever it comes out? Obviously, that's a big if you can.
Oh, not now,
If
because
I'm
I'm
able to get it, yes.
too broke to eat.
If I'm able to get to that point where I could go get a newer PlayStation, yes, I will definitely pick it up and play it right before.
Okay.
Before,
Yeah,
after picking up the other one and playing the crap out of that one.
Right. I'm currently grinding out the story right now. I haven't even gotten to the Blades of Chaos yet, so.
Oh yeah.
They're there. You just gotta find them.
Okay. All right, guys, you're good. But yeah, no, I already know how it ends. Like, I know what eventually gets into it. I've seen the gameplay as well. So I mean, like, I know what to expect, but it's one of those things that I still want to play it because I know that there's multiple ways. I just defeated the dragon I already got the head, so I now have head on me. He's already back to life and everything. So that's pretty fun, honestly.
Good old. Oh, I can't really say his name, but
Yeah,
I know who
Mimir.
you're talking about.
Mimir. Yeah.
What the
All
damn
God of
right.
War still?
Yeah, God of War still. So, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on God of War Ragnarok?
I think it's gonna be a good game. We'll see what
How many
happens.
more-
If
how
they're
many-
gonna make more.
Yes, Gallus. To answer your question, yes. He's asking, are we going to be ready, or am I ready? Are we ready to play the game? But yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't ready. I was gonna
All
say,
I see is just the money.
how
Even
many
though I
how many
just
times
get-
do you think Kratos will say "boy"?
I don't know, but I do have one more thing. I just thought about it. I kind of want to bring up a little bit of a controversy when it comes to this game
Oh
because I'm a
god.
bastard. Anyways, so there is a controversy
bastards.
going around because I'll be damned if I don't mention it. There is a controversy going around that God of War Ragnarok, when you buy the like exclusive stuff where you get like all the little trinkets and everything, you also are getting a steelbook, but you are not getting a physical copy of the game. You are only getting a digital download code, even though you are
that makes
paying
no
more
sense.
money.
I mean,
It
things are
doesn't make
changing.
sense.
Things
But
are
why
changing.
give the steelbook? There's no point beyond behind
It's-
the steelbook if you're gonna do that.
It's the control of whoever owns God of War.
Well, it's because Sony, Daddy Sony wants some more money, and he's willing to he's willing to drain our balls for it, kind of thing, or hold us in a vice. But anyways, yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm super
Take
annoyed
it up to
about
Sony
it.
because honestly, Sony has been there's some stuff
Like
that
really,
they have been doing that I think that I appreciate that they've been doing to change the industry, and then there's some things that I just questioned so many times. Same thing with Microsoft, same thing with Nintendo, same thing with every fucking company that I'm attached with.
Bro, it's all about money, bro. That's all it is.
Mhm.
I
If
got
you're-
so much money, I can make a blanket out of it.
I will say, if you're a diehard fan, it's fucking worth it because you're not gonna give a shit, and you're just
Fuck
gonna
yeah,
do your
dude. I
money
love
and
fucking God of
everything.
War. It's like one of my
But
favorite
if
games
you-
ever.
But
Right.
if you really care about that stuff, honestly, I wouldn't even buy it. That's my take on it. Like buying collector's editions and a limited time editions and a limited time run things is like, if you care too much about certain things, I just refrain from
Yeah.
people not
It's
buying that stuff.
still. I mean, here's the real reason why I'm annoyed by it because I'm not going to be getting that edition. I'm probably the most I'll be getting is like the exclusive edition or the deluxe edition or whatever. That's like the most I'll pay for it. I'll pay $80 for it, and I'll get some extra skins or some shit, right? So, but if I'm a person that's like, I'm buying all this, I'm getting a steelbook cover with it. But why am I getting a steelbook if I don't get a physical copy of the game? All
I
I'm
feel
getting is
like-
an empty shell.
I feel
That's
like they should
pointless.
have the option to, if
They
that's gonna
should,
be
but
a
they're not
thing.
going to because then you're still gonna. But you're getting less for your money. So if you want a physical copy to go in that exclusive shell, right? If you want it to go in that steelbook, you will
have to pay
have to go
another
buy another
$60.
game. Yeah, you will have to go get a actual disc for it, and that's some bullshit right there. That's what I
so-
think.
I have something about this.
Go
So,
ahead.
like 3 or 4 years ago, right? So I actually went in and bought Assassin's Creed Origins, right?
I
And-
know where this is going.
Event like I just bought the regular game, no problem. And I guess there was like a lot of back storage. They actually asked me if I wanted one of the steelbooks that they had.
Right.
So I'm like, of course I'll take a steelbook. Like,
Right. Yeah.
why wouldn't you take it, right? So
Right.
maybe like if you like say you're gonna get the deluxe edition, eventually what's gonna happen if you're going to go get it like the GameStop or something, eventually they'll probably just have steel books just sitting and wait basically. So just bide your time and then you'll be able to hopefully get a steel book. Even even then, I think like I've seen some steel books online for like maybe like $10-15 too. Like,
No, yeah, I mean that's how I got my Doom Eternal Steelbook. Is I just waited forever, and it was like $10 at Best Buy. And I was like, well, I already have the game, so I'll just get the Steelbook. And I'm okay with doing that. I'm not gonna go out and spend all this money on this cool shit, but I'm just like, I can see where if I did, I'd be like, why the fuck am I not getting a physical copy? Yet you're giving me this
as a
shitty.
collector,
You're giving me
as a collector, if I'm getting the steel book and I'm buying, spending $200 on getting the statue, the steel book, the game,
exactly. You would
and
want
all
the
this
fucking
other
physical
DLC,
copy of
it's
the
like,
game, not the
I
digital.
should be getting a physical copy.
Exactly. Or at least have the option to get a physical copy.
Look,
Like, yeah, you can charge me additional $5 for it or something, right?
Yeah.
You know, give me the option. Because I get it, they do have the digital edition and they have the disc edition. I completely understand that. So, like, yeah, if you only have the digital edition and you go out and buy it, then fine. Yeah, you have the option of getting it digitally. But you should at least give me the option of getting a physical copy, because if I spent the extra $100 to get the fucking disc edition, and now you're asking me to not get the what's the point? Then there's no, like, I can download it faster with the disc edition. It copies to my system a hell of a lot faster, and the download's about the same. Whereas if I don't, then I have to wait. God forbid I have shitty ass internet. I have to wait so long for the download to finally get through. And that's not something I want to do. That's some bullshit.
I think I only
That's
have
why I'm
one.
just defending on it.
I think I only have one,
be
like,
a 100 gig game, and like I have crappy internet as well. A 100 gig game, like I downloaded Arc just to play. It was like 100 gigs. It took about 4 or 5 hours.
That's how I
or
feel with
something
Call
like
of Duty sometimes.
It-
Some games.
Well, okay,
do.
Call of Duty as a
long
whole
ass
backloaded
time
as
to do
fuck.
it.
So,
I'm just saying an example.
yeah, Call of Duty as a whole is backloaded as fuck. Any game from Call of Duty recently has been backloaded.
Well, anyways, any final thoughts and concerns about God of War Ragnarok?
From the trailer, it looks great. I definitely will eventually get it, but when it does come out, I will be watching a couple of my favorite YouTubers play it.
All right. Well, on to our next topic. We officially have a trailer for Clerks 3. Kevin Smith's fans
Dawson?
joined. Yes, she joined in on the second movie, and that was not a good movie. But anyways, Clerks 3.
I
So,
might have to go see this.
well, okay, Joe, shut up. Calm the fuck down, boy. We'll get a whip. Don't worry about it. But anyways, we will
Thank
eventually
you.
get a whip, everybody, to go fucking whip Joe. Be like, calm.
Don't,
Anyways.
hey, don't encourage that, Christian. He might like it.
Fuck.
Not really. I don't really like pain that much.
Well, if
It's
we
a
do it
psycholo-
enough, you may eventually get to the point where you will. So
Psychological
that's
pain
just-
is how I hurt the most.
Anyways. And we have lost Gallus, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways.
I was like,
So
just-
what do you
I don't
guys
care.
think of the trailer, and what do you guys think of the cast? I think it's mostly the same cast. It's just,
It looks like it's the same cast from the original, for at least the first Clerks. I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched Clerks 2.
right. Well, I know
and then it's been
Rosario
a lot
was only
longer
in Clerks.
that I've
2.
watched Clerks 1.
I think Rosario Dawson didn't join in until Clerks 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. She didn't join in until Clerks 2 because
Right.
she, the new hiree or something. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've watched the movies,
Right.
but it's a Jay and Silent Bob movie through and through. Okay,
right.
and
It's what
Jay and
introduced
Silent Bob
it.
are great. They're amazing people and they're super hilarious.
Right.
I'm from the trailer, the way the trailer is set up. Now, I could be completely wrong about this. The way it's set up, it literally looks like it's a movie within a movie, meaning that it's Clerks 3 about making Clerks 1.
Maybe. That would
That,
be
at least to
interesting.
me,
actually,
that's what
yeah.
it looks like. Through
Well,
the trailer.
and the funny thing is okay, so basically the synopsis is that it is so basically what happens is the I think his name's Bob, if I'm not mistaken. He has a heart attack and then he realizes that he wants to make a movie. His life isn't going anywhere. So for those of you that don't know, Kevin Smith did actually have a heart attack, hence the reason he slimmed down as much as he did. so this is also written and directed by Kevin Smith. So I think that we could be getting something along the lines of Clerks 3, but they're making Clerks 1. I think that's an interesting concept. I mean, it's a Kevin Smith.
I know there's been similar movies of movies making movies, so
Yep.
I think
and
hands
those-
down, Kevin Smith's best work is Dogma. You can fight me on that. I think Dogma is one of his best movies.
Your
okay.
Christian, sorry for interrupting, but your internet like keeps fluctuating. So there's some times where you're saying something and then you freeze and then you
Okay.
come back. So yeah.
Okay, so I still think that Kevin Smith's best movie is Dogma. I think that's his best film.
Okay, I haven't seen that one yet, so
I found it on YouTube. Believe it or
really,
not, free. Yeah, I found it for free on YouTube. It's pretty funny. I'd recommend it.
I will take a look. I'll add it to the 100+ list of movies,
Yeah,
anime,
there's a
TV
lot
shows
of
I gotta watch.
I have the exact same list. Don't worry about it. Well, a similar list, yes. But yeah,
Mhm.
no, it's good. If you're a Kevin Smith fan, you'll like it.
I know. I already knew about him, but I didn't. I just know that he was a big.
All right.
He's just a big
There
deal
we
in,
go.
in entertainment,
Fucking-
like movies,
there you
and
go, guys,
comic
now.
books.
So
Well,
we're
the
not
biggest
on-
thing is that you're on. So the biggest thing about Kevin Smith is that he's a huge nerd. You know, excluding He-Man fans, which he was. So the fact that he's
I
just
can
like
understand that.
that was a whole spiel with He-Man Revelations. That was not a He-Man show.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we both agreed that was.
So
Who are you
we're
gonna call?
Clerks or what?
He-Man! He-Man!
He-Man. That made no sense when that came out. Anyways. But anyways, what was I getting to? I was getting to something. Oh, okay.
Clark.
So, do you guys think it will hold up compared to the other two movies? Like I said, first one's great. Second one,
No,
Second
I thought
one's
the
a mess.
second one really. I saw. From what I remember, the second one was pretty funny, so I did enjoy it.
right?
If it is what I'm thinking, Clerks 3 is about making Clerks 1,
Right.
I think it might hold up. I think it will.
Okay. Kind of make it a perfect trilogy kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it'd be
Okay.
if it's how I'm thinking it's going. I think it'd be a good, fitting ending to the Clerks trilogy.
Right. I also agree.
I don't know nothing about Clerks. I've never seen that one in my life.
Watch
Well,
Clerks. Watch the Clerks.
are you
movie.
guys
Great.
excited / going to see this movie? I'm probably going.
I'd have to watch the first two.
I
Or
will probably
first
end up watching
one.
it.
First two.
I should watch the first two before
Yeah.
watching it.
Definitely watch
No,
the
like-
first two.
When I was watching, or when not watching, but when I saw the little snippet or the trailer or whatever,
Oh, I'm watching
the
it tonight.
vest, because of the vest, it reminded me of the Jack Black movie, Be Kind and Rewind. That's what I thought this was gonna be.
I think it
Oh,
came
I know
out
that movie.
around the same
Yeah,
time.
that's
Yeah.
I think Clerks 1 came out around the same time as Be Kind Rewind. So I see where you're getting at. Also a great movie.
Yeah.
If you have not seen that yet, watch Be Kind Rewind.
fucking
It's
That is
gem.
a great
It's
movie.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
By the way,
It's a little
if,
dated
you're,
now, but it is.
if you have Paramount Plus, Clerks 1 is on Paramount Plus.
Well, you know what I'll be
And I will
doing.
not-
Well, I don't have Paramount Plus. Oh fuck.
My parents only have Paramount Plus. I'll be watching it sometime this week.
Clerks, comedy with the guys who Bob Simon.
All right. Well, on to our next topic and what I'm not looking forward to. Anyways. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm not looking forward to this one. Oh man,
What
this is gonna
Why you not
this is gonna
looking
be
forward to it?
painful.
Why?
Anyways, actually, you know what? Yeah.
There's gonna be two that are painful to talk about.
Are we talking about the
One's
whole
painful
Death
for a
Note one?
different reason. This one's painful because Jesus Christ, it's stupid. Anyways, The Woman King, the new Viola Davis starring film,
We talked about
has-
that one.
Yeah, it
We're
has
fine with
our
that. I
official
think it's a
trailer
good-
coming
I
out
think it's a
September
good idea.
16th. So
Do we need it? Do we really need it?
We
though?
don't.
I
We
mean,
don't.
yeah, of
No,
course we
this
do.
is just
We
Oscar
do
bait
not.
in its finest.
another
It is
culture-
literally an
another
Oscar
culture
bait
movie.
movie.
Basically, a load of horse shit.
But will we get controversy because of how bad right now everything is?
Oh, I
Probably.
mean, of course, we're gonna get controversy.
I wouldn't say it's going to
It's a
get
movie based off-
controversy. Here's what I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to get praised critically, and then audiences are going to either find it okay to being halfway decent, and then it's going to get major Oscar buzz because fuck me, they gotta have Oscars. And
I think people are
I
going to blow
think-
it to proportion and say this movie's
oh
racist.
no, people
Oh,
would
yeah,
probably
we're
not
gonna
say it.
def-
Well, yeah, they're
definitely
definitely going to
gonna
pull the
keep the
race card.
racist
They wouldn't have literally based
Who
off.
doesn't?
But here's the
Alright.
other thing. I think they're also going to
Here's the thing, this
pull.
movie-
They're going to pull a
This
feminist
movie's
card.
not about-
I think for
about
sure
American
because
type
if you
racism.
think about it, the title in and of itself.
No, I
the
know,
woman
but still, it has a
king.
colored person, so most likely.
Well, yeah,
not,
people are
people
going
are
to pull
gonna
the race
lean
card
towards
for sure. But
the
it's
race
also the woman king is. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. The dumbest fucking title I have ever heard. And I'm sorry. That is stupid as shit.
I feel like that's
do agree
lazy
the title
title
is-
work.
The title
you also
is a little
Thor.
lackluster. I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah,
But
look at Thor:
from
Love
the
and Thunder.
trailer-
Valkyrie is not Queen Valkyrie; she's King Valkyrie.
Because
wrong with
I
that?
feel like
I
they're
don't see- there's
going
nothing wrong
for
with it.
like a women empowerment type movie with
They
this.
are, but it's
That's
like,
And-
why just why give them
Why-
the hand me
Why? Hold on. Why did they half-ass the title? That's my thing.
I agree with you. I think they should have done a
I
better
think it
job
should
with
have
the
been
title.
called the African Queen. Like you
Yes,
could have
it
called
is
it that.
fucking
Like
great.
Humphrey
And it would've
Bogart's
been
the African
perfectly
Queen.
fine.
That would definitely sound better. I agree.
Yeah, African Queen sounds better.
Hey,
And we
you
could've
do
had
know
it.
there's a Humphrey Bogart
Humphrey Bogart
called-
movie. Yes, I understand that, Joe. I heard you. Okay. It's probably not even under copyright anymore,
I know.
depending on when Humphrey Bogart movies came out. But anyways,
Here's
That
the-
so
would be too confusing.
like the African Queen would have been fine, or something along those lines. But the Woman King really. Here's the thing. I get like the whole empowerment thing. If you're gonna be like, oh well, she's just as good. Why not call her a king? It's like because that's essentially a hand-me-down. You already have a position of power for women. It's called queen.
That'd be
I mean,
straight
shit.
up.
Isn't the Yas Queen
Have you
thing
guys
still a
seen the
thing?
trailer?
It's
I don't
dead,
know.
but I
I
mean,
stopped
people,
giving a
some
shit
people
years
think,
ago.
Some people who think it's trendy still use it. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, like seriously,
isn't that
it's still
mostly used
empowering
in
to
the
call someone
community, though?
queen.
no, everybody
I-
uses it, gals. As much as like everybody wanted it to be kind of
It's
like
not
the whole
exclusive.
LGBT community. No, everybody uses it.
Yeah, everybody uses the Yas Queen thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, it's literally
I just
just
think it was good with them.
no. I mean, it is. I mean, primarily now, I would say it's more interconnected with them. than it
yeah,
is-
but I
Yeah.
think because of the timing and because of how people use it, I there's no like where it's supposed to go. I think it's just genuinely a language that everybody uses.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is like, here's the thing. Concept is fine. I think it's a fine concept. It's an interesting one for sure. I don't think we've ever really seen.
There's
anything like
nothing wrong with having a women empowerment movie. The only bad part about that I hate is that it feels forced, or it feels
does.
like, or if it's not forced, it feels like it's set up for failure.
that. It does. Like I said,
Like
it's literally
Ghostbusters?
Oscar bait because you don't put Viola Davis in something like this. You don't have it be a primarily female and on top of that a primarily women of color choice. This is Oscar bait. Here's the thing. Look at the fucking timing of it. Look at what type of movie it is. Look at the cast and look at the timing. You will tell whether or not it is most likely Oscar bait.
Plus, with all the other stuff that's happening right now, so
On top of that,
Oh,
so I'm just
it
saying.
sounds like
Yeah,
you guys
go ahead.
haven't seen the trailer yet, because I actually just watched it right before having my technical issues.
Right. Oh, I'm not
Um,
saying it's a bad trailer. It's a
No,
decent
no, no.
trailer.
The trailer looks amazing. I honestly think it's going to be a badass movie. The trailer actually says it's based on
Ooh, sorry, bro.
A real
events
story.
that actually
Yeah.
happened in Africa.
Well, and I get that.
So-
I get that.
I think
That's why I'm
it's
saying
gonna
like
be
that's why I think it's also an Oscar bait because it's historical. It's a biopic kind of thing. So like
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying it just screams.
me and
Oscar bait.
Christian, we're not saying that it's
We're not saying
like,
it's gonna
we're-
be bad. I'm
we're
just
not-
saying it's gonna
well,
be.
We're not
overblown.
just saying it's going to be bad. We're not also saying that we don't want these types of movies to be around. It's more along the lines of every time they try to do a movie like this, whether that be a guy slash women or they empowerment movie, it's always for some reason set up to fail.
I agree.
I do agree. A lot of like movies that are based on true events do tend to not do very well. I know I think there's been a few that have actually done like super well. I just can't think of them at the moment.
And
But
plus, if we're looking at it from that point, like if we take away from movies being realistic, the movie theater is basically an escape for people. So when you try to bring on something that has to do with historical or something relevant, it's gonna be a lot harder to try to deliver and balance out your audience before they like just say flat out say that this
Aren't
is
those movies
complete
mostly go
garbage
down to
and
DVD
it's not worth it.
instead of the theaters? Most movies that are based off of true events don't just go straight to DVD.
There's a lot of them that do go straight to DVD. I do agree. But I mean, we still get the
Yeah.
occasional theatrical release of one. But yeah, no. Here's the thing. I think it's personally just it's just the timing of it all. It's just the type of zeitgeist that we have nowadays. It feels it could be from a great storyteller. Like it could have great writing, great direction. It could be a phenomenal.
100%. I think this could be a phenomenal movie, and because of the time that we're in right now, and because of everything that's happening, I think that thing is gonna fucking tank.
it's going to be
I
very
do.
underrated.
I think it's gonna be underrated if it is good. Now, there's another problem. The trailer could be the best thing about the movie. There's been plenty of movies that have come out like that. Like
Yeah.
this could be a very dull, a very
Boring movie with a
boring-
lot
okay,
of dialogue.
Let's look at another women empowerment movie that was essentially just shat out in January. The
Ghostbusters.
355. Essentially trying to be
Never
an all. It was okay. Never even heard of it, have you? So 355.
No,
It did terribly, but it was trying to be very feminist empowerment and everything.
Wasn't it with J Lo and like a few other people, right? I think.
No, it had like Jessica Chastain and Lupita Nyong'o and yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm thinking
Yeah,
about
that
another.
one. Yeah,
I'm
it was
thinking
like
about another
female
movie.
spies basically. And the problem with that is
Oh, yeah, I did hear.
it had Sebastian Stan in it as well. And as soon as I saw Sebastian Stan, I'm like, oh, cool. So he's going to be, even though he's quote unquote dead in the trailer, he's going to be revealed to be like a last minute surprise villain. Cool. Haven't seen that before. Lo and behold, didn't even watch the movie, just saw the reviews, and it's like, oh, so I was right. I saw it coming. Not to say that, like, again, this could be a great movie. It could be an okay movie. I just think when it comes to the title, that's stupid as shit. When it comes to the cast, great. It looks fine. But I'm just saying, like, the timing of it, the type of movie that it is, it just screams Oscar bait to me. And not that that's a
Explosion.
bad thing. There's been plenty of good Oscar bait movies. But there's also been a lot of movies that are, okay, let's look at it this way. Crash won Best Picture over a buttload of other better movies. And nobody even talks about Crash anymore.
Must have been that bad.
It was fucking awful.
Well,
it was
I
just
mean,
basically it was trying to be shocking for the sake of shocker. Like it was literally it wasn't even good.
Okay,
It was
that is absolute cringe.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, here's the thing, especially like you talk about it, like how it didn't last that long. We gotta now like realize or be self-aware that not all of us, but there's like kind of like whether you consider it a lost generation or the old generation, most of us can handle dealing with remembering a lot of other stuff. There's a lot of people right now who don't have the capacity to basically be able to sit there and watch a fucking long ass movie. A lot of people have shortest attention spans and get distracted easily. Now, granted, I'm kind of a little bit biased because I kind of have a little bit of ADHD, but I can fucking manage it if depending on if it's something that's
but I
very
can sit
interesting.
down through a movie is the thing.
But I don't understand why it's so hard right now for the new generation to like they only last what like maybe like 20 seconds or less than that, 10 seconds of
TikTok.
them finding interest
you wanna
in stuff.
blame something on timing, and TikTok is the reason why.
Yeah.
That's the reason why. I shit you
Yeah.
not. You want to know? That's the reason why. TikTok, since it's always been 10 to 15 second videos,
Vine.
now it's 3.
Not
Your
wrong.
attention span is now lower to that point.
TikTok's actually longer than Vine. I'll give TikTok that. They've expanded the attention span just a little bit. But
Yeah.
no, Vine was the biggest problem. It was Vine. It was the amount of information that we could. YouTube didn't help in some ways. Not
Never
bashing
helps.
our corporate business daddy, but
Like,
not
you're
bashing
like-
them at all.
Like,
No, not daddy, mommy. Remember?
Oh right, yeah. YouTube
Yeah,
is
it's
YouTube is
mommy.
business
Get it
mom.
right. It's
Yeah,
Susan.
YouTube business mom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Susan.
Susan. I'm sorry. But anyways, on to our
YouTube
next
is a female?
topic.
I thought it was dude.
YouTube's run by a female CEO, but yeah. On to
Oh.
our next topic. Our next topic, we're going from one slightly controversial thing that might get us canceled to something that is controversial, but it won't get us canceled. So, the Duffer Brothers have been attached to do another live-action Death Note with none other than the ever-declining, we got that one good thing right, Netflix. Anyways, so here's
Well,
the
wait, they weren't. I could have sworn they were not in charge of the first one.
They
They were
weren't.
not
Netflix was.
No,
Yeah, they
their
were.
biggest thing is Stranger Things.
No,
This is the
you're talking
first
about
time.
like being in charge. No, they
Like
did
a-
the live action. They did the last live action one. That was a Netflix. That was a Netflix original.
So they
I
were.
don't
So
think it was
they
them
were.
that made it though.
No, I don't think it was them that made it.
Netflix made it though.
No,
Yeah,
I'm,
Netflix
I'm,
made it.
no,
It
yeah,
wasn't- it
Netflix
was
made
the
it, but we're
Duffer
talking
Brothers
about
made it.
like the directors, the people
Yeah.
who were in charge of Death Note.
No, the Duffer Brothers didn't do it. I'm just saying this is another attempt by Netflix to make
I-
the Death Note.
I think they're in good hands, but if I'm gonna
I
be
agree.
honest, I think people are gonna just shut it down for what it is because of how badly the first one came out.
yep. Even I didn't see it, which is something saying something.
Here's the
Look,
thing,
I saw it.
I didn't
and
see
thought
it
was
either.
trash. I saw it. I
This
thought it
is
was
a hot
trash.
take
It was
from me,
another
and I
trash.
know people from the anime community are gonna fucking hate this shit, but I need to say it. There is no fucking way they'll ever make a anime live action if it's not accurate to the show. Like,
Nope.
it is just from, and I'm not saying this because it can't happen, it can be done. The problem is that none of the ones that have come out yet have like succeeded and surpassed our expectations. Like, the
Right.
closest one was basically Cowboy Bebop before it got botched and canceled.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that being said, do you guys think that they will do a good job? I think if there's anybody that could do it well, it would be the Duffers, especially if they're fans of the show. But if they're not
Visually-
fans,
Visually and from them doing very storytelling wise, because especially because they love dark stuff too, and also because Death Note doesn't have a limit. It's
No, it
not like
doesn't.
limited to the age range of like when they first started off with Stranger Things, because they even
right?
came out in an interview this season with like the reason why we hold back on horror was because of the kids, and then once
Yeah,
they got
they
older
couldn't
and
do that
older.
much with the kids. Yeah.
Now with Death Note, they're basically grown adult
Adults.
teenagers, so
yeah, they're
they
like in
basically
junior,
have free
senior year,
reign
yeah.
to do whatever the fuck they want. So at
Well,
this
actually,
point,
that was a
I could
fully
see it
adult,
being very
right?
successful.
No, I definitely think if there's now here's the thing: do I want to see them do a movie? No. Do I want to see them do a
Yeah.
mini series? Yes.
Like what they
I
did
think if
with
there's anybody they could pull off,
Cowboy Bebop.
ha 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 ha. No. Okay. Granted, I think the Duffers probably would have done a decent Cowboy Bebop too, just because of their knack for action and everything. But no. What I think is, I think a mini series would be fine when it comes to Death Note. I think like 7 or 8 episode mini series, or honestly, make it a show, make it a live action show,
Make it
because you
put a
can
fucking
see
copy
what-
and paste at this point. Like fucking grab the manga, read that shit. Fucking
Well, I'm not saying
use that as
copy
a
and paste the
guideline.
manga. You have to definitely use it as a guideline. Do not copy and paste, because that's what everybody wanted Cowboy Bebop to be in I actually like some of the directions that they went with Cowboy Bebop. You can fucking fight me on that. There were some directions that they went with it that I was like, okay, that's fair. That's kind of
I
cool.
like some of the directions, but I just hated the fact that there were certain things that they kind of like changed that I did not like, that didn't make sense with the story. But at the same time, I enjoyed it for what it was.
Right. All right. Well, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on the Duffers creating a Netflix live-action Death Note project?
I'm not worried about it because at the end of the day,
I'm
people
not-
are just gonna like brush it off when it does come out. So
I think it's going to be visually, and I think it's going to look really, really good. Storyline wise, I don't know how they're going to do it, but like visually and all that stuff, I think a live action Death Note is in good hands right now because of what they've done with Stranger Things. I think it's going to look really, really good. Now, it could flop because of, like, people say it's not going to be accurate to the story of the anime and everything else, but I think it was good.
Wait, why's everybody laughing?
Because, okay, on the private chat, I told Gallows leave one more time. I swear. And he fucking left.
Are you kidding me?
That was so good just seeing Christian's face.
Hold on,
Anyways, on to our next topic. He's not coming back. No. I don't care if he fucking pops in. He's not coming back. On to our next topic. Rob Zombie's The Munsters officially has its first official trailer for the live-action adaptation. And, big shocker, this is a PG Rob Zombie movie. What sort of mindfuck are we in?
This man is changing his style. We'll see what happens. It could be good.
Almost not unlike.
It could be good. You know, he
I
might.
think if there's anybody, here's the thing. I think if there's anybody that could do a decent modern telling, because if you think about it, the Munsters was the heaviest inspiration for the Addams Family. The Munsters and the Addams Family are essentially
A Monster Mash.
Yeah, exactly. So I think here's the thing. Good idea. Love the idea. Love the idea of having him behind it because he's always been a huge Munsters fan. Like, hell, he literally made a song based off of Grandpa's Dracula. Like, come on. So I think if there's anybody, and he's been wanting to do this for a long time, it's been a big passion project. And the fact that he's actually willing to cut it down to a PG. I'm actually surprised that he didn't make it a rated R endeavor. I'm genuinely impressed by that.
I'm wondering if he's just trying to try something new out. I think that's probably what he is.
Yeah. Now, the question is it going to be a modern day PG? Or is it going to be... Well, no, if it was like an 80s PG, it would be rated PG-13. Fuck. Okay, so it's going to be a modern PG, meaning it's mostly going to be clean, and there's going to be a handful of like adult references here and there. Maybe
at least a couple of SpongeBob level of...
Probably going to be adult jokes.
Okay, so if we're gonna talk about the PG fucking rating, I have a fucking rant.
The rating in general is a fucking shit show.
It is. Here's what I want to know. There are 2 Disney movies that are PG, and I want to know why. Fucking Frozen and Inside Out. Both have
Turning Red.
One joke. Okay, Turning Red actually deserves to be PG. That's fine.
Yeah,
no.
It was just,
Inside Out and Frozen only have one joke each. One was, can I say that curse word now? Or the other one was like, I think it was, there was that hairy guy. He kind of looked like a bear. Okay. Whatever. That's not really deserving of PG. That could be rated G and it'd be fine. Frozen has a foot-sized joke. And it's rated PG because of that. That is considered mild humor.
More like a foot fetish to me.
No. Not foot fetish. Foot size. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean, but I'm making a joke on it that I think...
So, literally, I cannot stand the rating system.
Joe, I swear to God.
hate it. If there's anybody here that would have a foot fetish, it would be Joe. We're gonna leave it at that. Anyways,
Yeah, just leave it. It's unfortunate.
anyways, how do you guys feel about the cast? I think this is good casting. I think it looks good.
Definitely
What do you guys think?
looks good. It does
Yeah.
remind me. It reminds me a little bit of watching the Monsters. I do remember watching it in black and white and a little bit in color when
Right.
it was doing reruns at Nick at Night. It was one of my favorite shows, alongside with Gilligan's Island and The Brady Bunch. Those were my two favorite. Those were my three favorite.
Gilligan's Island.
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry,
Not old.
I'm glad Rob Zombie went down to a more family-oriented rating because of what the Monsters was. It was a
Monsters was-
family-oriented,
yeah,
show
family friendly.
with-
So.
good comedy and a lot of good morals.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a TikTok about the dad saying a really special moral that that really touches me a lot. It was all about
In a good way, right? We did just bring up foot fetishes.
Whoa,
So.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
What did he say?
What did he say?
No,
I'm sorry, Leon. I completely cut that out. I'm sorry.
but
Did
it's a family-oriented show, and I'm glad Rob Zombie went down into more of a family-friendly
Right.
story. I'm really glad about that. That was one thing that was worrying me before I found out that he went down to
To
more of a
PG, yeah.
family setting because of the past movies he's done. Don't get me wrong, Rob Zombie is a great director. He's done some really good movies.
So
This one I was a little iffy on because of where it came from.
yeah, I was nervous that he was going to take a hellbilly approach as well, because that's usually what he's known for. That's
Mhm.
literally what he calls it. He calls it hellbilly. So when it comes to like, I was nervous about that for sure, but I definitely feel that I'm happy that he is taking a PG approach, especially for something as family friendly as the Munsters. But I like,
Mhm.
okay, let's say he was doing an Adams Family. I could see him pulling that
Oh.
off with a PG-13. Not at all.
Yeah, yeah.
But definitely a
If you
PG-13.
do an Addams Family, I would totally expect a PG-13 movie, almost
Yeah.
rated R.
Yeah. Well, look at the
But-
original Adams Family movie. I mean, that was rated PG-13 but
Yeah.
for very good
Lloyd
reasons.
Well,
It
Christopher
wasn't like
Lloyd as Fester.
hardcore. Yeah. Christopher Lloyd. Well, yeah. You know what's funny is they actually originally in the script, he was gonna be a guy that it wasn't gonna be Fester. It was just gonna be this guy who looked a lot like Fester, and then eventually they kind of accept him. They're like, no, we need to have it revealed that it was Fester with like amnesia or something. Like they're like that just fits better, and it makes more
Yeah.
sense. So
Mhm.
I think that fits better. Which, by the way, I did just recently buy a copy of Addams Family, the first one. I haven't gotten Family Values because I couldn't find it, but I got a copy of
It was on
That's,
Netflix.
that's always a hard one to find. I've
the first
noticed.
one or
No,
Family Values.
Family Values.
Well, that's because Joan Cusack and her saying, "I want a Malibu Barbie." You know, I love that line. Sorry, that's my favorite line.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking hilarious.
Also, any of the stuff with Wednesday in the camp, hilarious.
Yep, like the girl drowning, like she's like
The girl
I guess
drowning,
one
the
of-
whole stage play, just
that was so
That
funny.
was so funny. I'm sorry. I'm a huge Addams Family fan. I didn't
Me
really
too.
like
I'm
the
a big
animated
fan of
ones. I didn't like the animated ones. They were eh.
Yeah,
Eh.
The animated ones were okay.
like
They were okay.
Yeah,
They
but
weren't-
they're not as dark and twisted as the first ones were.
plus
Although
with,
we can't forget the Scooby-Doo
I forget,
episode
what was it?
when
That was
he meets the
called,
Addams Family. That was just amazing.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Scooby Doo
yeah, that
Adams
was-
Family was phenomenal.
That was.
Yeah.
I hope that
Scooby-Doo.
this. I think Tim Burton is doing Wednesday, the
Yeah.
Netflix show. I
It's
think he's
Wednesday,
doing it.
my dudes.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, Lewis, the fact that
interesting.
you almost kind of look like an off-brand version of that guy, please never say that again.
You know, I
But-
honestly thought Christina Ricci would have gotten the role, but
No, she's too old. Christina Ricci is like in her 40s, if I'm not mistaken. Like she's
I thought
older
she
than
was going
me.
to play the mom. I heard rumor that she was going to play Mrs. Adams.
No, because the
Wednesday.
actress they got to play.
Everybody's frozen.
He's robot. A robot.
He robot into.
Fuck
Okay,
you
you're
guys.
gonna have to run
Okay,
that by because like you
Beep
robot.
boo boo bop boo boo beep.
fuck you. Anyways, so because Wednesday's actress is Hispanic, they have Michael Pena as Gomez, and I forget who they got as Morticia.
I remember.
Okay,
But yeah, I
my
think that
screen
show's gonna be
is
good.
Apparently frozen. So 1 second.
Your screen is frozen? You're not frozen
Yeah.
on our end.
You were Christian for a bit.
You
I
were,
was,
yeah.
yes, but fuck you.
For me, I'm actually still seeing the Rob Zombie.
Oh
I think
yeah,
he has
no,
to
it does
join
that.
back.
That's this thing. Sorry
Yeah, he would
about
have
that.
to. He would have to like rejoin back.
Yeah, but anyways,
I got it.
any more?
I'll do
Are
it.
you guys actually
Be right
willing
back.
to go see this movie?
Probably.
Yes.
I mean, why
Yeah.
not?
I'll be right back.
Special Wednesday.
Alright.
I gotta dip anyhow because 425 and 411 Thunder, so I gotta.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, buddy. You're good. Enjoy the
On-
movie.
On to the
I'll be
next
back.
All right.
Yeah, on to the next topic. All right.
It-
Don't worry,
it's
you didn't
still
miss anything.
showing
That was the
for
last
me.
question. It's gonna. So, all right. On to our next topic and our final one.
Oh.
Andy Muschietti has officially been announced as a director for a Howling remake with Netflix, and I am personally super pumped for it. For those of you that don't, Andy Muschietti is the director of both It Chapters 1 and 2, as well as Mama, which I heard is really good. But primarily, I want to get into The Howling. The Howling as a whole is one of the, it's like the underrated but somewhat known werewolf movies. I still think American Werewolf in London is one of the best werewolf movies, but if I'm going to go for it, I do think that... Okay. Continue. I'll be back.
Okay. So what do you
Um,
think?
As I do like horror movies. I've never really been a big fan of werewolf movies
Lewis, take over.
for personally, but I don't know. I think I would definitely need to see a trailer in order to like see if it'll pique my interest. You know.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna honestly hold my opinions until like I see a trailer for it. I think.
Yeah. What do you think about the director itself, of it being the It director of part 1 and 2, the new one?
I actually think that's actually a pretty good choice. I do really like the remake of Chapter 1 and 2 of It. I thought they were really, really well done.
Mhm.
And as much as the original, how well the original was, I think it's better as what the remake did, where they had it in 2 parts. As part 1, you're doing it with the kids, and then a part 2 movie with them as adults.
Gotcha.
That's the one thing that kind of bugged me with the original. It literally went back and forth between children and adult. That was one thing that kind of bugged me from the original movie.
Well,
But
remind
even
me again. What was the original ending for the original movie?
I don't remember. It's been actually a really long time since I've watched the original one.
Okay.
I have it somewhere. I just can't. I just don't remember where I put it.
Yeah, I tried to watch the first one and I just got nauseous. I don't know why. That was the first movie that ever made me like sick that I wanted to throw up, which is weird. But anyways,
yeah. I think it's gonna be good. Just from what the director's done from the It Chapters 1 and 2, I think it's gonna be good.
yeah, I think what I'm trying to remember to wrap my head around, like the last time we had a werewolf movie. Like I think the last one was kind of like I'm probably wrong, but was I think the last werewolf like movie / character that I enjoyed watching that was not animated was from Underworld. From the Underworld movies.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I had to think for a second.
Because
Uh,
I don't remember a single other movie that had to do with werewolves, and if it did, it's probably because it wasn't good enough.
From Underworld, that was a really good. I like the Underworld series. Those were really good vampire werewolf movies.
Mhm.
I can't. Other than that, I don't really remember any other werewolf movies that have come out recently. I could be missing one that I just can't think of right now.
Mhm.
But yeah, it probably will be good.
Where do you think the direction will go towards the story, like, or just in general? Like, what are like maybe some concerns or maybe like theories on how you think this whole movie will go?
That's a little hard for me to say because you said it's a remake, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never seen the original, so
neither have I, but
yeah, um, it's probably gonna do a classic tale about uh, a character being turned into a werewolf.
mhm.
That's where I'm thinking it might go. I could be wrong, but it might be just another classic werewolf tale, maybe.
Right. Let's see. I think overall, I think they're in good hands, especially because of the
Mhm.
director that
I
they
agree.
have with. I also think that it does have potential, and I think this might blow up, maybe.
Mhm.
I it's kind of
I
like
think it's
iffy.
good.
I think it's like iffy because of it being on Netflix, but I
Mhm.
mean, we'll see what happens because usually the same thing with like when Squid Game came out, like people were kind of iffy about it, and then that thing took over. So this might be another thing.
Netflix movies have been a very hit and miss. Same thing with their shows; they've been a good hit and miss.
Mhm.
But there have been quite a few really good ones coming from Netflix.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
I think it's in good hands. Um, at least director wise. Hopefully we'll get some more information soon
Mhm.
about maybe who's going to be in the film,
Right.
and hopefully in about maybe a month or two down the road, maybe we'll get a trailer, or maybe even 3 months down the road. You never know. But the way Netflix is, we probably won't see it till next year or 2 years
Absolutely.
from now.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
But that's just my
Um,
personal annoyance with Netflix because they take too long to bring things to light. They
yeah.
announce it, and then like 4 or 5 years later, we get it.
No, for sure. Um, but I think other than that, any final thoughts, comments, or concerns, or about the whole entire movie at all? The remake of Hal.
No, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in good hands and all that. Hopefully, we'll see more information soon, and then
Hmm.
maybe I can have a better opinion then. you know.
Yeah. Okay, on to a little bit of. We're gonna get right into the Snodaclics. Let me just double check real fast. Stuff. But yeah.
Oh look, hey, how's it going, Soshi? I'm sorry if I butchered that name.
welcome to the stream. But so yeah, so what we have in Snowdaquicks, we have, I'm just gonna start off with Two legends dying off this month, back to back. We got
Yeah.
James Cannon dying. He's done movies like The Godfather, Elf, and El Dorado, and many more. And then, how do you pronounce the name
It's
for
Kazuki Takahashi.
Kazuki Takahashi, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, has also passed away. Which that one I think hits
It hits
very
me
hard.
hard. It hits me really hard because it was one of the top 3 animes that I grew up watching. Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Those were
For
my
sure.
three animes I loved, and I really got into it. It's a real. The past 2 days, I've seen a lot of stuff about remembrance of Kazuki Takahashi and a lot of it. So I am a little nervous on where
The direction will go. Yes,
direction will
I think a
go
lot of people
because-
are nervous about it.
at least
And
for
then
the anime, I think
Mhm.
I never really read the manga. I've read a little bit of it, but I never
I've watched a
fully
bunch of the
even-
shows.
I've
never read
watched every single episode of every show that they've
Mhm.
had, minus the sub seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Yeah.
Those two I am actually have been trying to find for a while to watch so I could get the full story of those.
Yeah.
But
And
I'm
such
a
a
little-
same upset with him also passing away, but also James Cannon, like
James
I said,
Can,
one of the-
not Cannon.
Jan
It's Can.
Can.
James
Okay.
Con.
Can.
Yeah,
Khan.
it's literally
sorry.
Con.
But
You're good. I just noticed that. I was like, Cannon? His name is not
Such-
Cannon.
such a legend
tragic
passing
loss.
away. We
Yeah.
already had like Gilbert Godfrey also pass away as well. So that
Mhm.
was
Too many
like
people have passed away.
passed away. Yeah.
Too many legends have passed away in the past few months, and it's just not great.
What do you think about
yeah.
it, Christian?
I mean, shit happens. James Con was 82, so
Yeah.
I don't know how old the creator was of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I believe he was 60.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So he was still fairly young. But they will be missed for both different
Mhm.
communities and different reasons. And then
Right. He was actually Kazuki Takahashi was found. He was snorkeling off the coast of Japan. And
Oh, that's what.
his body was found. His death is under investigation, but because of snorkeling, it could have been a shark attack.
Right.
yeah. And then for James, I heard that it was like an overdose, I think. I'm not sure.
No, it was just
Oh.
old age.
Oh,
He
it's
was
just old
82.
age.
He
okay.
just died in his.
Alright.
Yeah. I mean, he was 82, my guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to kill an 82-year-old, trust me.
Yeah.
Not really.
But
But- Not
yeah.
but yeah.
And then the next Snodacast is apparently E3 is coming back next year. So, yeah. What do you guys think of E3 coming back? And do we really
I
need
honestly, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I have not given about a shit about E3 ever. So,
it?
you guys do you.
And I mean, do we really even need it? If we're being honest, since Xbox and Sony have done and Nintendo have done their own things. So
Then
I
there's
mean,
They
really
have
no
their
point,
own
yeah.
like major streaming events and all that. So, do we really need an E3? Not, to be honest, not really. I don't think we really need an E3 anymore because of
because
that.
I mean, if we're being honest, they had like Nintendo Treehouse Clubhouse thing that they do every year when E3 is right around the corner. And then same thing with PlayStation. PlayStation has their like whole entire panel in the
PlayStation
theater.
Direct or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
remember what it's called. And then Microsoft has their
They're kind of like
live
E3 type
stream.
thing.
Yeah, they have their own special things.
So, like, if I'm being honest, E3 only fits to Microsoft, from what I've been saying.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's about it. That's about all that. Unless we also want to talk about that was on there that we didn't put on as like a main thing, which is Keanu Reeves trying to do his own stunts for the next.
I mean, he's been
movie.
doing majority of his own stunts for all the John Wick movies, so I don't see why it's such a big deal now. I mean, other than the fact that he's a little older, but I mean, it's Tom Cruise is I
Maybe
think
it's
only
some
10 years
years,
younger, and
Yeah.
he's.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
saw
no.
the clip. I saw the clip when Tom Cruise. I can't remember what movie he was doing, where he was doing an interview and a talk show host, and they showed a clip of him basically hitting the side of a wall and basically breaking his leg. So I mean,
That was Mission. Okay, well, granted, that was more just an accident, and he didn't break his leg; he twisted his ankle. But it was him
okay,
doing a
twisted
simple
it.
building jump, and that was from Rogue Nation, or not Rogue Nation, Fallout. That was from Mission Impossible Fallout.
Okay,
maybe it has to do with maybe some new guidelines that they have to follow now. That's the only thing I can possibly think that could work. Maybe
I
some
don't
new
know.
safety guidelines and stuff like that, but who really knows? Um, like if he could do some of his own stunts, and he's clearly willing to take the risk of getting hurt,
hmm
not much
props
you
to
can do
him.
about it, really.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't really say you can say no, but like, would you really want to? That could do a lot of things to the movie.
yeah.
So
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think he's like as much as like I think we like do a lot of babying for a lot of people, not just actors, but just in general. If you're at a certain point, it's like if you're an adult, you should have the right to do whatever you want if you know that you have full consent of what you're gonna do. So I mean,
Mhm.
if John, if Keanu Reeves wants to do his own stunts, let the man do his own stunts, unless at some point like it's a whole PR slash or just like a safety precaution reason of why they don't want him to do it, then I can understand that. But I mean, at the end of the day, the actor is the one, and the director is the one who have the final say of if they're allowed to do that or not. So
Right.
I'm just thinking it has to be something behind the scenes, new rules or something like that. Because look at the past movies he's done. If he's done all his own stunts, then why is it an issue now? Not also counting his face.
I think it's because there's a massive wave of celebrities dying now that a lot of people are now
Could be
worried.
that.
A lot of
But
people are now
honestly,
worried
just
on
let the
like
man do
people's
it.
bodies. Yeah.
I mean, with John Wick, it's not like they're using actual rounds. It's not like they're using actual knives. I mean, yeah, the most they're doing is actual fighting. But even then,
I
it's
mean-
stage fighting.
I mean, when you
Yeah.
really think about it, like if you really, really think about it, like there's no difference between people doing stage fighting than wrestling. Wrestling,
Exactly.
you're basically fake wrestling. You're basically tossing your body away, and wrestlers retire more quickly than actors do because actors have a more kind of like a break period of them to recover before they do another role, whether that has to be a heavily physical role or not. Within wrestlers, it's basically kind of like a sport, like a fucking marathon. You're basically tossing your
Mhm.
body around, and you barely have like maybe like a few weeks. And like even then, when you actually are injured, that's the only time that you do get off, unless if it's like for a story angle. So
Right.
Yeah, I
Well,
totally get that. But
Leon, do
So-
you have anything you want to do for Snowdeclick? Anything you want to talk about?
I can talk about a few things. I'm actually going to be. I got my DJ business up and running more.
hey,
So that's kind of been some of the reason why I haven't been joining the past month and a half or so.
Hey,
I
it's all
also
for
good.
good
got
reason.
a new job, so I'm working again.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a pain because they do want me working weekends. which
I
is
mean, that's basically the gig of a DJ. So I mean,
Yeah.
well, no, this is my other job. The job that I just got
Oh.
hired.
okay.
They were kind of annoyed that I had to take this weekend off for an event. I have a
Right.
2-day event that I'm actually going to be leaving for in a couple hours.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Go do.
Sounds good. Well,
yeah.
Congratulations, buddy. I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah, it took me a while, but I finally got a decent business card going.
Hell
here.
yeah!
Hey,
Paid
yeah.
DJ service.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple. I have this event this weekend, and I have another event in August that
Right.
I'm honestly donating my time to do it because it's for a church service. But
Right.
the way they work, they help you. Like they're making sure I have money for gas to get down there since gas has been expensive.
Yeah.
And the last DJ, I guess, flunked out the last minute last year for their event. So I was actually doing a wedding for a family friend, and the minister just so happened to be there because he's a youth group minister for her younger sisters.
Yep.
So he was talking to me about it. So I now have this. It's like a car show biker event type thing. So that should be really fun to do.
Should be
I'm
interesting.
hoping
Yeah.
to get between helping them and doing this event that a friend of mine from my previous job actually did. Him and his wife do a lot of really good. They host events all the time. They help create events. Like they've met some really famous people. Like they've met Macklemore, Snoop Dogg, Ryan Reynolds of all people.
That's
so
fucking awesome.
yeah. So he's constantly working with these people. So this is definitely going to boost my cred as a DJ for my own right. And literally all I'm doing this weekend is sound. They have another DJ donating his time to come down and do the music. I'm just running sound.
Hey.
So
There you go.
Hey, small little jobs go big places.
And then you can like pick the brain of that DJ that you're basically working for.
Yeah, but I've done this a while now. I've done like four or five weddings, a couple of events for the schools. Like I just did the 8th grade's graduation dance about a month ago, and the principal actually really liked how I did the music. So hopefully, fingers crossed on
You'll get invited back. Yeah.
getting invited back and doing more of their dances. So
Yeah.
that's been literally most of my months just working and getting my DJ business off the ground.
Hey, there you
That's
go.
good.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're going places, man. That's always a good thing.
And sorry guys, I'm currently only just Southern Oregon.
No, you're good, man. Yeah. I think only
One
one
of
of my
these
coworkers
days-
is working. Yeah.
One of
One
these
of these days
days
we'll get you out here.
we'll get him
Oh, yeah.
to do it for a charity event. We'll have him do a setup and stuff.
Hopefully by then I have some smaller equipment because my
And plus, you have us to help you out. So I mean,
Yeah.
it was not gonna fucking go out of their way and help you load stuff and all that shit. So.
Yeah, exactly.
So
All right.
hopefully if we ever did do that, hopefully I have some smaller equipment because
Oh yeah.
all of that stuff that kind of across country would be a little pricey.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, any more Snodaclicks? I got nothing personal.
I got one more.
Of course you do, Lewis.
Yes. Mine is simple. It's basically Cuphead, the DLC, the delicious last.
Right.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so
it came
good.
out.
Yes, it's
Oh,
so
okay.
good. and I've been seeing clips of people doing the harder mode of it, and
Mhm.
it's brutal.
Mhm.
I've seen some clips of
Yeah.
people.
Shit, dude, I'm playing the normal mode and it's brutal on my ass. Jesus, I can't get
I,
past the
I've
potato.
watched people play Cuphead.
The
I've
potato?
honestly never played.
Yesterday I just got done finishing the airplane one on normal, unlike regular. So I'm on the second area now, and I have Miss Chalice because I bought the DLC. Because you're also able to play the DLC too, and I've been trying to play the first boss, and it's a pain. So I'm gonna go through the first aisle first, and then jump onto the DLC because I need the other items to mess around to figure out what I need to do to survive.
I don't know. I'll give it another shot. It's kind of like I haven't really picked up Elden Ring since the last time I played it. So
Here's what I tell you: what helped me, especially with Cuphead. Just take your time with it. Don't rush into it. If you do get frustrated, take breaks. I think it's just one of those games, and especially with Elden Ring too. It's like if it's a game that makes you literally not just stressed out, but just like kind of trying to focus a lot, take breaks, and then you'll later on, when you feel like it, then go play it.
Mm.
So
well, I'll definitely keep that in mind. By the way, Lewis, if you
Yeah.
notice, my hair kind of looks similar to yours when I have it like this.
yeah,
Look at that.
It kind of does, yeah. I know I'm a little late to the party for this, but because I've been working and whatnot,
Mhm.
I finally got to experience some Minecraft 1.19's new
Hey.
stuff.
Hey, nice.
The Warden is terrifying.
yeah. I haven't touched it, but it's bad.
Like,
We need to have another update soon to get either new armor or new ores or whatever.
Yeah, they need to like make something to help combat the Warden. Although I watched one of the Hermitcraft videos. They have a mini series called Double Life. If you haven't watched it, check it out. They killed the Warden in one of the episodes with a fishing rod.
Out of all the things.
Okay, I can't even kill a fucking creeper with a fishing rod. You're telling me they killed the warden?
They killed the Warden with a fishing rod, dude.
The most messed up boss that can like 5 hearts of damage to you gets killed with a fucking fishing rod.
Yeah, I thought it was like everyone was shocked. They're literally like, "What the hell just happened?" But I'm not
Christian's
gonna
now
go-
Brain
questioning his
physically
life.
hurts from that. Ow!
Christian-
I literally am getting a headache like right here.
Christian's now like questioning life. I'm like, what is life now?
Seriously, watch Double Life. Okay, there's a couple people you could watch this through. I have to look up their YouTube names.
Get back to me
Green
with
is
that.
one of
I
them.
just. Ow! I'm gonna end the stream on that. Jesus Christ! Just. Thank you for watching the Snodacast. I've been your host, Bison56. I have been joined by the one, the only Diamond Assassin, aka Lewis.
Peace, everybody.
Leon Lionheart, 92.
Hey guys,
We were also joined
catch
by
you next
Gallows.
time.
Yeah,
Catch you
also
next
joined by-
time. Hopefully, stay nerdy.
exactly. Hey, that's a good one. I like that one. Stay nerdy. Anyways, yes, and also we've also been joined by Gallows and Joker, and they will probably be back next week.
Yeah.
Once again, I've been your host, Black Shift 56. This has been Snodacast, and I will